Hey everyone, welcome. It's Saturday. That means it's D&D time, guys. Welcome to Arcane Focus. I'm your DM, Mike, and joined with me are my amazing players. We have Amber, Steve,
I want a chalupa,
and Temple.
Hello.
No chalupas.
I was lied to. You lied to me. You said there'd be chalupas.
Well, we're getting into the bottom of the barrel. How many more lies I can tell you to get you back on the stream? So,
just give me chalupas. How hard is that? Jeez.
We are still waiting for that box of chalupas, Mike. God damn it.
I know. I'm sorry. Well, we're on episode 58, which means we are we're just a few steps away from 60. We're getting up there. I think the last time we talked about geriatric is 65.
That AARP needs to kick in.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Life alert! I've fallen and I can't get up.
When can we withdraw from our 401k without incurring fees?
I think we can now.
Oh, hey, cool.
Oh, well. I'm gonna go off to an island where I don't understand the language and just make a complete fool of myself, because that's all it is. That's all I got.
Well, a few announcements for you guys. First of all, we are having our next one-shot, The Wizard's Quarrel, a story about love, hate, pettiness, and everything in between. That is going to go live next month on May 15th at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is a Sunday. And also, we have once again partnered up with our good buddy Dave from Mithril Armory, as we are going to give away some more tin 20s. If you guys don't remember, tin 20s are the amazing, thin, metallic, bendable, creatable, like little art projects where you can actually make yourself an actual D20, and it looks pretty awesome, lightweight, bendable. Make sure you have a D20 wherever you go, because you never know when that impromptu D20 or 5e session is going to roll out.
What Mike's trying to say here is, you'll never know when you need to make that next save.
Yeah. So don't forget, keep an eye out on the channel, especially our socials, as we'll announce where to enter in to win one of these guys, since we're gonna have a few of them. So yeah, thank you so much, Dave, for once again partnering up with us. We appreciate you, man. We should really have him back on the show, and we will. Dave's a good guy.
It shall be done.
It shall be done. All right.
And the Instagram giveaway.
Oh, that's right. We still have our Instagram, our 500 milestone giveaway that's still going on. You can win yourself an Arcane Focus shirt, a Gina Lee sticker, as well as a Books and Brews sticker, in addition to a dice set from Cozy Gamer, who we worked with in the past, and she's lovely. She makes beautiful dice.
We all have tons of her dice. They're very pretty. Absolutely.
We're going to end that contest next week, so do not forget to head over to our Instagram and enter in there. All it takes is a follow, a like, and a comment. That's all it takes. All right. Was that all the announcements, producer? Thank you. Our social media manager.
I was like, I knew you were going to forget one of them, so that's all. I was like, there should be three.
Yeah. Well. You guys ready for a quick recap?
See.
Let's do it. And I think maybe it's even time to change this here. Okay, we'll do this. The smell of stagnant seawater and blood fill the air as our heroes continue to brawl against the vampiric Eva loyalists continue. Savannah and Leon trading blows with hungry vampiric privateers. Vera throwing down orbs of radiant light at these gnarled, still mid-transformationed vampires. And Rolly bouncing off a cave wall and landing onto a mast of a half-sunken ship, only to cut the head of the loyalist off her body as it drops into the sea cave below. The sound of battle coming to a sudden stop. Party collects themselves, explores the rest of the underground lair, and then learn that their target, Eva herself, is right below them, at a beachfront fighting pit, where the winners in these fights are become eligible for the gift. And the losers, however, are offered up as sacrifice and food. With some wild stealth rolls from Savannah, the party all simultaneously drop down and hit Eva quickly. A flurry of leaves and arcane paper from Vera and Leon as they teleport 30 feet down. Rolly lunges and drops with a thunderous, thunderous slam, taking some falling damage, but still bringing down his axe upon Eva's head. And Savannah, invisible, stealthy, drives a wholly infused stake into Eva's heart. In one solid stealth round, Eva was completely killed by the rest of the party, and the rest of her kin fell as her gift was pulled from their bodies. With a request from Belladonna, the party teleported back to her stone pyramid base, and Leon's task was completed. And for that, the lingering magic ailment that was placed upon him was removed, and he was teleported back to Mostead, safe and sound. This left the party alone, but they had a new task. Sneak aboard the Overturn, pretend to be interested in Shaq's gift, and offer one of their members here as tribute. Well, tribute. The party convinced Rolly, though, who throughout the entire travel antagonized a red tiefling pirate, where at the end of the travel he got carried away and called out for being a liar. The tiefling now being captured and brought in as an additional sacrifice. We right now rejoin our party as they walk up the beach after just leaving the Overturn and facing a gigantic, similarly shaped stone pyramid with 10 pillars with circular orbs on top of them surrounding the pyramid itself. Vera, recognizing the iconography and symbols, understood that they all were the same as from the creation book that you all had, or that you read from, and that it describes in brief, an entity known as the Dreamer. So right now we rejoin the party as you guys are outside, still on the beach alone. You get a sense that the other privateers and the other sacrifices have gone in ahead of you, because right now it's every man for themselves, and it's more along the lines of, I want my gift now. You guys are coming, we get it, but my priority is me, so you guys are left alone. Vera, you just learned that information right now.
I can't roll for Moscow's thing, huh? Even though I took a long rest, it's like next day.
Technically, it is 3 in the morning, so you can roll if you like.
Okay. I'm like, I think it goes off at days, not after a long rest. Okay.
All right. What would the party like to do?
Guess follow them, because we don't know where we're going.
Okay.
I'm in chains, so
Put
you can drag me wherever you want.
Steve.
Mike, Steve.
Mike.
Curses with this thing.
Put it closer to your mouth.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we're gonna get you a new mic someday.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually. So, yeah, right now what you see in front of you is the entrance to the stone pyramid, which is actually, you don't actually have to climb upwards like how Belladonna set it up. There actually is a carved-in entrance on the side of the pyramid that goes further deep in. It looks a little precarious, as a lot of the stonework and kind of the makeshift like beaming and structure that is building up to sort of this tunnel deeper inwards. It looks like it's been very made like a shoddy way very quickly, so you can hear like the sound of rubble popping, a bit of rocks falling from the ceiling. You get a sense that if you bump anything a little maybe too hard, it may cause a cave-in, or worse, if something can land on you. But yeah, you guys start to make your way inwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I roll for perception just to see what do we hear around us or kind of feel around us?
Sure. Yeah. Roll me a perception check.
17.
17. Around you can actually hear the nature all around. The tropical birds cawing into the air. The sound of crashing waves still behind you, several feet away, but you can still hear the loud crashes. The sound of footsteps from the previous privateers who went ahead of you several minutes ago have gone a bit silent, so you get a sense they're probably some ways ahead of you. But you can see, peering through the tunnel, that there is a bit of illumination. So some light is down there.
At least it's not screaming.
Yeah.
For now.
Do we want to go on ahead, or do we want to wait this out?
Well, we have to follow them to know where we're going. We can't just stay here. Just be like, what happened to those guys?
That.
All right. As the party slowly squeezes its way around, Rolly, you definitely have to sort of duck and sort of crawl at certain points. Vera, I think you too as well, specifically being taller individuals. Savannah, you're a tall person overall on average to everyone else, maybe besides your crew, but that doesn't mean you're not nimble enough where you can move your large frame around beams, quickly making your way through. And as you start to do so, you enter in what looks like to be like an antechamber, which is sort of like the entrance between, outside to a bigger room. It's rectangular in shape, sort of a larger width than the pathway you just came through. There are old tables along the edge that have old, now done over candles, like almost like a worshiping site. Plenty of candles that fill the space. There are old leather kneeling stations that look like the leather has currently been torn up due to the amount of time that just the passage of time have sort of warped it. And there are large painted murals on the western and eastern side of these sort of kneeling stations. So almost like someone was kneeling down, looking at the mural and worshiping it or doing some sort of prayer. Some of the paintings have a little bit of warpness due to the passages of time and just sort of the just the elements taking it away. But that's where you find yourself currently.
Would I get an idea? I don't know if I have to re-roll religion, but like if that belongs to Shax or that just belongs to like what was here before? Just based off of like how deteriorated it is.
Because of your roll last time, roll me a religion check with advantage.
Can I investigate the worship altar space?
Yeah, roll me an investigation check. I should also mention that some of these candles are somewhat lit. Looks like they've been replaced essentially just to keep things illuminated for those who make their way in and out.
23.
18.
18. What was your, Vera?
23.
23. Vera, you start to look at the murals. On the eastern side, you see what looks like to be almost like a painting of stars up in the sky, a constant black abyss with definitely outer space, and what looks like to be a gigantic meteorite that is crashing down to what looks like to be a know-nothing planet. Then it sort of transitions, almost like in Egyptian culture, where like in order it tells a story. You move a little bit over to the right, and you see what looks to be the actual meteorite that has crash landed on this solid planet, and a small sprout starts to grow from it. And somewhat weather-worn off in the top right, you see a symbol, a circle with a straight line going from top to bottom, and then 5 humps, like 5 half circles on that main circle on the top, and then 5 on the bottom, so 10 in total. You then turn your attention to the western wall, and what you see is a straight vertical line.
Like that?
Tell you what, I will show you in just a moment.
Okay.
I actually can show you. Then you see on the western wall, it looks like a vertical line, just a solid line, and what looks to be wisps or tethers that connect it to 10 circles off in the distance, and a couple of elemental symbols surround it. One of fire, another of wind, another of water, another of rock. Savannah, as you start to investigate just sort of the general kneeling spaces, there are telltale signs of like not many people have used these kneeling areas for anything at all. There's definitely a huge collection of dust, but there are grooves built into it, almost like if whoever was using this way back in the day spent days or hours, days, weeks worshipping towards these religious symbols. but you don't really find anything. It's fairly empty in terms of, like, you've been to churches, so it's not like there's going to be like a hidden chest somewhere beneath a thing, but you get the sense of this is an important site.
Guess you're continuing forward.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm not like, so yeah, religious folk. Wait, you're religious folk. Would you pray for hours?
The epiphany on that one, Jesus. Vera like doesn't acknowledge you because one, she's not supposed to be religious folk with this group, so she just gives you a face and keeps walking.
I wouldn't think I would say it out loud, but okay.
Vera, you keep on walking forward. There is a tattered red rug that leads from the collapsible entrance that you just came through this kneeling space and further deeper in. It actually opens up to a large circular room, evenly circled. There is a lifted stage on the very northern side where there's a gigantic stone altar with the same main circle line and then 10 mini circles around it symbol, which you now start to see there is a pattern, sort of like this is the icon of the Dreamer. There are several benches that look like they've been like if there used to be a sermon here, like there used to be like a actual religious worship done here. However, the floor in the middle of this church, it looks like it's actually been dug up, like someone took an axe and started to break the floor, and you see hidden beneath it a staircase going deeper within.
It's not creepy at all. All right.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time we find something interesting under a church.
Just keep walking. I'm probably not walking super close to this group, but I mean, like, close enough that they can still see us, so we're not being sketched.
Well, you actually haven't seen the other group ahead of you yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Guess we're going down the stairs. If I don't hear anything.
I don't like it.
You make your way downstairs. The silence is almost kind of unnerving. And it's not until you start to hear the sound of chains echoing further beyond down these staircases do you actually finally hear some sort of sound of movement, signs of people alive. It almost seems like the privateers who are ahead of you rushed in here to claim their reward and to give the sacrifice as quickly as they could. But that sort of left you behind. And now you finally actually get to hear probably the people ahead of you, but you're not entirely sure where.
Wait, did you say we heard chains?
Yeah, it sounded like chains.
Yeah, suddenly I don't feel very comfortable, you guys.
I mean, at least we're not first. I wouldn't have rushed in here. It would be mistake number one.
Everyone roll me a deck save as you start to make your way downstairs.
21.
Good.
Is this a save?
It is a
like
save.
11.
You have advantage. What was that, Vera?
11.
11.
Good, I needed that.
I'm
30,
not
20.
Dex, man. I'm beefcake.
The DC was 10.
Duh.
Yay.
Wasn't that bad. After the chains, the sound of chains were heard echoing through the tunnel itself. It stopped for a moment, and then you hear, and the floor itself starts to shake a little bit. Vera, you grab onto the side, one of the walls, place your hand against it, just sort of to, stop yourself from slipping. Savannah Rowley, agile enough where even the slight movement of earth below you doesn't really halter your step. And as you start to make your way down, I can actually show you the symbol in question.
Okay.
You are led into a large, oval-shaped room. It looks like there actually has been signs placed in here with handwriting on them, almost like paint was done. Let's go and describe first the bigger things. There is a doorway to the north, a doorway to the west, and a doorway to the east. You just came from the south.
Okay.
To the doorway to the west, there is a sign that reads, "Locked. Fucking hurts when touched."
That's west?
Yeah, west. To the north, there's a sign that says, fucking dead end, cliff. And then to the east, it reads, offers this way. Now, that is all fun and games, but also what you notice here on the floor, almost like a bit of discoloration, and the stone itself, the floor, looks like it's protruding a bit. It's... Yeah, and this is the symbol that you see. So if you guys go to handouts, I'm going to go ahead and you should be able to see the Dreamer's Puzzle. This is the symbol you see.
Oh.
And I'll show the audience too.
Looks like a sun with a big mouth.
What would you guys like to do?
Are we hearing noise from the one that actually says offers? Or where are we hearing?
Yeah, well, roll me a perception check first.
Oh, 27.
27. You can hear the sound of chains once again coming from the eastern side.
Not hear anything from anywhere else. Everywhere else seems kind of...
Yeah, no, you don't really hear anything else. The one to the eastern side, that pathway, the door there is a bit ajar, so that's why you can hear it. Everything else is closed. The one to the west is a closed door. There is a handle if you'd like to open it. To the north, there's also a closed door with a handle if you'd like to open it.
I'm not
So you
touching
said the door that's kind of ajar. Is it possible like to peep through?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna go peep through the ajar door to the east.
You peek through that. Roll me a perception check.
Eep. 18.
18. You see that the pathway continues on for about 100 feet, and then it starts to curve a bit to the north, so then you can't really tell where it ends, and if it continues any further. But one thing that definitely catches your mind that is there's a small sign next to what looks like to be an open pit, and there is a plank of wood that is placed there so that one can walk over the pit. Unfortunately, due to the distance between you and the sign, you don't know what it says.
Looking in, I don't see anyone in the hallway, right?
No.
You know what? I rolled 21 stealth. Can I, like, walk in quietly just to go see if I can get a closer look of the sign?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me a stealth check. While that is happening, Vera, you start to see Savannah peek through the door, slowly make her way in.
A natural 20.
A natural 20. What are you guys doing?
I think I'm just waiting because I'm not touching the door that says fucking hurts. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm kind of still, all like, not tied up, but like pretending to be tied up. So I'm like,
So we're just holding there until she figures it out.
Savannah, you slowly start to creep inside. It's a smooth hallway. Everything here that you've seen is either shaped from the elements or done here on purpose. There definitely seems to be some sort of purpose to this hallway as you start to make your way forward. Cracked into the perfect stone where there's now a sign that is placed there. You see a sign that says asshole pit trap. And to describe it, it's, imagine a 5 foot by 5 foot, because this hallway is only about 5 feet. Imagine a 5 foot by 5 foot pit trap, and you look down and you can see that there are jagged, old rusted spikes that looks like it definitely hurt if you fall in, and it goes down for about 30 feet. The plank of wood is placed over that and continues forward over about 20 feet, and from beyond the 5 feet reach from that little square of pit, you see that there is another hinge of a second pit, and it seems that maybe someone experienced a bit of a trickery here and decided to make it easy for passageway to occur by placing this plank of wood.
Well, that's an interesting concept. I don't want to go all the way around the curve, but I want to kind of peep around the curve to see what lies ahead.
Okay. You continue forward, now there starts to be some sort of light and illumination, so it's easier to see. As you just sort of peek around the curve of the hallway, you see a large, almost circular square room, like circular edges, but still square in size. There are chains in the middle of this room on a circular platform that go up into the ceiling until you can't see it anymore, and then there are holes in the floor that make it go down. It looks like some sort of contraption if you wanted to move this platform up or down.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to the party to let them know what I saw.
As you start to walk away, Savannah, you hear another rumble happen, and a little bit more rocks fall from the ceiling.
But I don't see where the source of the sound.
No, somewhere beyond.
So
This doesn't seem safe at all.
So guys, this is weird. There's traps, but the traps are marked. Like, almost like somebody was like, "Hey, we're gonna go through this whole thing, trigger all the traps, and then mark where the traps are."
Just sounds like the hard way of doing something.
Didn't someone says that he's not bright?
I thought he was smart.
No, Eva was smart.
Oh no, Eva was smart. He was a glutton.
Yeah.
She's stupid. Got it.
But there's also a bunch of platforms further ahead. I don't know how deep we want to go before anything else, unless you guys want to look for something else first.
I mean, we could look through the door that says dead end. I really don't want to touch the one that says fucking hurts.
I was thinking the cliff.
Maybe.
I like the cliff. Open. Can see them all.
At least we can see like what's around us.
That's true.
Would you guys like to go north?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's opening the door?
Maybe we check for traps first.
Yeah. Let me check for traps first.
Roll investigation check.
With the mage hand.
There you go.
I'm checking the traps. Ooh, 19.
It's not trapped.
Okay, I'm still gonna open it with the mage hand.
Probably be
Perfect.
too stupid to remember that he put a trap, obviously.
The door.
Well, I have a. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
No, go for it.
No, I was saying, like, I have a feeling they might have triggered all the traps.
Your mage hand, the sort of ethereal purple cat claw, reaches outwards, starts to line the door real quick to see if there are any traps. Nothing triggers. Reaches for the handle, turns it, and this loud sound of scraping of stone on stone starts to open. And before you see what looks to be a hallway that is about 5 feet in width and continues on for about 50 or 60 feet. Then it opens up into a larger room that you need to get a little closer to see what's inside. But what's interesting is that along the walls, there are no stone walls. It's all curtains. Red burgundy curtains.
I'm gonna mage hand to see what's behind the curtain.
And you notice that the curtain only goes about 10 feet. And you see what looks like to be a little about 10 foot by 10 foot room. That's only being blocked by curtains. Like, it's a very open living space. And you look inside, or at least if you peer inside, you can see that it's a simple bed. A very simple, just simple cloth and padding, straw, with what looks to be like a carved-in etching of the Dreamer symbol, and a small little foot chest at the base at the base of the bed.
I'm using my mage hand anyways, so let's open the foot chest just to see what's inside.
Roll me a d20.
Just a straight roll?
Just a straight roll.
That's gonna be a 10.
10. You open it up, it is empty.
Alright. Guys, maybe these were in my head I'm calling the monks, the religious people's rooms?
Maybe. or like the priest quarters or something, but that just
Something.
seems so random.
But now I'm so more confused of this cliff.
You actually start to notice that there are, because it only went, remember, the hallway is about 50 to 60 feet, and the curtain you pulled, at least the one, the closest to you, just went about 10 feet. There are about 10 rooms, little curtain spaces that people have been living in this hallway.
Wait, you said living in, so they look like they've been lived in, not like collected dust.
They're that's a good point. They are living spaces, but they have not been lived in a long time.
I mean, we can go through and check them. Maybe there's something useful on one of them.
If you'd like to do that,
Processing your head.
roll me an investigation check for if you all want to try.
Yeah, I have the minute scene. It says area or item, so.
I mean, what kind of rogue would I be if I didn't? 21.
21. Rolly, are you going to give it a chance to investigate?
Dirty 20.
Do I see anybody around anywhere?
No, not that. You feel kind of eerily alone, which is weird.
I'm not gonna check just because I can't. I don't know if they're actually watching us or not.
Got
Maybe
it.
this could itself be a test. I don't know.
Veer, what did you roll?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, and also understood rolling. Savannah, I know that you got over a 20. You both got over a 20.
Yeah.
So Savannah. Well, let's do Vera first because I think Savannah got higher roll than you did. Vera, what you find is a small diary. Looks like a lot of the pages now are, weather worn, kind of brittle to the touch. So you kind of do your best to very gently and gingerly handle the pages as you turn them. It looks. I'm not going to describe everything in the journal, but essentially what you see is like a praying schedule. It describes almost a very to the T schedule of this person, whoever they may have been, their life. A lot of it is go to bed, wake up, pray, eat with the rest of the clergy, come back, pray, write, go to bed. And very in terms of like lifestyle, and you've met religious folks who are this dedicated to an entity, that this is like, there are certain gods out there that almost require this type of worship. You're kind of, this puts a little bit of a great, like almost puts a little bit of ease in Vera's heart as you're like, thank God Paylor was never this way.
I mean, she was a bookworm, but she was not like a priestess. That was never her thing. Like, she knows how to do stuff, but that's about it.
You do see a bit of writing in the journal that you find in the very back that says, to connect with a dreamer, we must be asleep. Savannah, you start to find kind of similar journals. Sometimes you find a little bit of illustrations, like people are starting to draw to pass the time, and a lot of it is generally like what they see around them, their bed. Someone sort of took a charcoal pen and just started to, or pencil, started to etch because they were bored or something, just to fill in the time. You come across a couple of pages that look a little interesting. One says, our guide is tossed into the abyss. Its light, we hope, to show us the way. And then finally you find, its fears turn into creativity. Whatever it wills, it creates. The dreamer is everything. And those are kind of the most interesting things you find. And then the hallway that you're in continues forward into the next room.
I think Vera just finds it interesting because she doesn't know who the dreamer is. We just know that book and that it's somebody religious or a god or an entity that people worshipped. But like, of all the places for a vampire to settle down, this is the one.
I will make note that all of the writing you've been seeing here, like in our world, when we look at Shakespearean writing
It's
and sort
foreign
of
to you.
old English. It's like a lot of these and thous and verilies and things like that. A lot of the scripture here and writings are kind of written in that kind of very old way of
old
speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get a sense that all of the scriptures here are super old.
Like how old? Because Vera's like 150.
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
I gotta take it to
Like
an older
worth
elf.
the money old? Like if I decided to, pocket one to sell it later?
I don't think you're gonna get much for it. But okay.
It was a thought.
You don't know.
I don't know. We sell in modern times religious texts.
You gonna take one?
Yeah, I'll take one. I'm gonna put it in my bag. So
Cool.
I think I'm just taking the one I have because I want somebody to look at it.
The journal?
Yeah, 'cause
Sure.
She doesn't really know what that is.
Anything else?
I guess we'll continue down the hallway. No, when it said cliff, was this not what I was expecting?
Well, it said dead end.
Wait, it said dead end or it said cliff?
North was dead end. East was offers this way. West was hurts when touched.
North, the sign
North?
towards the north read, dead end, cliff.
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I didn't put down dead end. I just put cliff.
No, I put dead end. That's why I was like, okay. I don't think we're gonna go nowhere.
Yeah, we'll keep going then.
Okay. You continue northwards, beyond this sort of clergy living space within a hallway. Very small rooms that barely give any kind of leeway of movement, and only protected by a simple curtain. You continue forward into a larger room. This one, gigantic. The walls themselves start to creep upwards until a point where they get past your dark vision beyond the 60 feet, into just darkness. Rolly, I assume you have like your light up, or how are you seeing at this point?
Well,
I am not
in
seeing. I am.
chains.
Yeah,
no,
I am.
he's
like-
not. He's in chain. Remember, we took him off of him. He's faking it.
Well, Rolly, you're kind of at the mercy of your party right now, as everything is pitch black. And for you, it's very difficult. You just feel the tugging and just sort of the sound of murmuring, sometimes the occasional description from your party as they're leading you further in.
I'm just gonna say, guys, have you found your damn way yet? Let's get this over with already.
I mean, yeah, but this is kind of interesting. There's like, yeah.
What do you mean this is kind of interesting?
I don't know. They're like worshippers of this dreamer person.
Can you please just find the way already?
all right. Come on, Rolly.
Do you continue forward?
Um.
Well, let me describe the rest of the room, because I did say it was a large room.
Yeah.
Along the walls behind you, that sort of make up sort of this circular edging, is just racks and racks of unlit candles. You could see the wicks sticking out of some of these candles. And there is a gigantic chasm that stretches out to about 80 feet beyond, and there is a singular rope bridge that connects both platforms.
Hmm.
How sturdy does the rope bridge look?
It looks almost brand new.
That's interesting.
You know what? Can I take the lantern out
Absolutely.
and see if anybody's within so many feet?
What does the lantern do?
Hold on, let me read it. I was like, I haven't used that thing, and technically, if it's on me, it doesn't look that weird. It just looks like a lantern. Let me find
I mean,
it.
at this point, we're just walking around, so lantern.
Lantern of what?
I'm looking. Lantern of revealing. So.
It could say, see, in a 30-foot radius and in dim light, invisible creatures and objects are made visible. Oh, wow.
Because I didn't want to light a torch, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna use that
I'm glad
damn
you said it,
lantern.
'cause I was about to grab a candle, but that works.
Where are you standing right now, Vera?
She's probably behind Savannah.
Where's Savannah standing?
If we just walked past those rooms, I guess we are approaching this bridge.
Yeah.
Okay. You light the candle, Vera, or the lantern, and you remove the hood off the lantern, and a soft green glow of light spreads outwards for about 30 feet, and then dim light beyond that. The green glow, the fire inside the lantern turns back to a standard looking flame, but the green glow that sort of emanated initially starts to roll over the bridge, and it starts to dissipate, almost like push it away, and you see that almost like there was no bridge there to begin with. Whatever magic, and you can get a sense, sort of the illusionary sense of it, that the bridge was false. And in addition to that, because about 30 feet, at the very edge of the light, as it sort of circles around you, it does cover a bit of the empty space beyond in this chasm, and you see just the very beginnings, because you're too far away for the entire radius to hit them, the very beginnings of 2 additional platforms, invisible platforms, that are starting to peer out about 15 feet to both your left and your right. Going across the chasm. Almost think of like Indiana Jones style, where there was an invisible bridge, but there was a secret bridge somewhere else.
Good investment in Shadup's
I forgot you had that.
That was some interesting timing on that. It was just like, yeah, we need a light, and that bridge looks weird. Oh, that bridge's not real. Got it.
I mean, I don't think we were gonna. I mean, maybe put like a foot, but not definitely
I think
not
we probably
put your
would have
whole
put a foot
weight.
on it, but as soon as he said it's a new bridge, and I'm just like, why is there a new bridge in this old
ass
temple
room
thing?
that nobody supposedly goes in. So the left to the right, can we just like stand on them, or we gotta like walk and hop, or whatever we
Veer,
do?
you do you want to go left or right?
That's right.
Right? You start to make your way a bit right.
I'm still holding this stupid lantern because I don't trust
Wait,
anything.
before you jump on the platform, I'd be wary of that too.
Well, I'm not
And
gonna jump. I want to go see where it is.
Okay.
You, with the lantern outwards, the green glow, like almost like every other second, there is a small extension of the magic that comes from that. You make your way close to the right platform, and the 30 feet radius that it shows invisible objects pushes further, and just through the small shimmering of light. And by the way, Rolly, you can actually see now because there's a lantern up.
Well.
The platform is not a platform, it's a bridge as it goes out for 30 feet. And you get a sense that it'll continue going out. However, the lantern only reveals up to a certain distance.
Alright, well then I go to the left and see what that looks like.
Almost the exact same. Goes further out about 30 feet.
I mean, we don't have like any, or I don't have any notes about there being like a secret cavern. Doesn't mean he doesn't have one, or he was not bright enough to find it.
I mean, I don't think we have anything other than symbols. At least not that I can think of.
He wasn't like Eva, clearly, if he's labeling fucking traps. I mean, should we go look in the put the lantern in the offering room, or should we take one of these?
I think we should take one of these, because the whole reason I'm kind of like, if we go to the offering room, we might get trapped.
Alright, well, right or left?
So we're north. Means
Yeah. So imagine you are on the... Imagine there is a
East to
room
west.
like this.
So left, yeah, east and west. That's
You
what
are
I'm trying to
standing
figure
here,
out.
you can either go right or you can go left.
So left?
I guess. It
Okay.
looks the same.
Do you place a foot down onto the platform?
How about you place your mage hand onto the platform first?
Yeah, but I mean, what is that? 10 pounds of pressure? So sure, I touched the platform.
You touch the platform?
Yeah, sure. With the mage hand, I'll touch the platform.
Sure. The mage hand goes towards the platform, and you slowly start to instruct it to go down to touch it, and it just goes stops. Almost like something solid stopped its movement.
All right.
I mean, it's solid.
Okay. Fear, you make your way?
Yeah, I want to put guidance on myself for whatever stupid thing that's about to happen.
Yeah, with that, Felix. I'm calling out Felix just in case.
Of course, Savannah.
Rolly, come on.
I'll go about 10 feet. I don't go too far.
I gotta roll something.
Swell.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't like that.
Vera, you start to place your foot onto the platform as the lantern now extends outwards. The platform itself continues forward. It's an 80-foot gap, you know, from one platform to the next, and every time you take a step, the light pushes on further, almost like revealing more and more of the bridge that you're standing on. And because it's so close to the actual illusionary bridge, it actually starts to break through it, almost like dispelling whatever trickery is happening right next to you.
That's sus. I knew
Yeah.
just gonna go.
As you start to make your way halfway, you know, you're about 10 foot, 20 feet, 30, 40. By this time, you're halfway there. You're standing on an abyss, looking down, just seeing darkness, looking up, seeing the same. Rolly and Savannah, I'm assuming you're close to Vera to make sure that you can see the bridge as well that you're standing
Yeah,
on.
I'm right behind her.
Vera, you can hear something. Just you. An ominous voice, something around you. Omnipresent.
I think she stops for a minute and she just
Here.
listens.
I'm like looking at her like, why do you stop?
You hear,
Hello?
I don't like that you stopped in the middle of the black abyss.
you're not afraid of heights, are you?
No, it's just random.
No, this is a voice currently
In my head.
inside of Vera's
No.
head.
That's why I said shh. She went like that to you. Not currently. She'll say it out loud.
No reply.
Not
What did you say?
currently.
You're not afraid of heights, are you?
No, I know, but what'd she say after I said not currently?
No reply. There has been no reply.
I was looking. You said that. You said out loud. I'm looking at like, not currently. What does that mean?
Somebody asked me if I was afraid of heights in my head.
I'm sorry?
She kind of shines the light up, like she'll lift her hand up to see if it picks
Okay,
anything.
Start to bring up the lantern itself. Hey, Shadowplay, thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Look
I
around.
mean,
The light. Nothing shows.
Can I ask if it was like a male or a
Pixie, thank you so much for the cheers. 15.
Thank you.
thanks,
So much
thanks,
love.
Pixie.
Yeah.
Look at all those hearts. I love it. Thank you, thank you. What was your question?
I was gonna ask if it was a male or a female voice. Like
So-
I'm here.
Feminine voice. Bit older, it sounded.
I'm just gonna say, where are you?
You say it out loud.
Uh-huh.
No reply.
What if I say it in my head?
No reply.
Damn. I'll walk, but I'll probably slow down my pace a little bit.
Okay.
I hope you know I'm behind you making faces like, why are you talking to yourself?
Yeah.
You know,
And then you hear in your head,
technically you
Savannah,
talk
go,
to yourself all the time to Felix.
Yeah, but I have a voice in my head. What's your excuse?
Same.
Wait,
Rolly
did I
is
say
so
to Felix, is
confused.
that a good thing?
hearing voices in our head is never a good thing.
Yeah, so let's ask the voice that we hear in our head if it's a good thing that we hear.
Felix said that's not a good thing.
Yeah, I know. I could tell you that when I heard Lily in my head.
Rolly just feels left out because he has no voices in his head. He
But
feels like the
yet.
sane one here.
The point is, yet.
Yeah, yet.
Oh, no.
This sort of exchange happens as finally your foot touches solid ground, no longer on this invincible path. As you made it across this 80-foot chasm, no harm, little shaken in terms of the voice, but no harm.
So I have a thought. We just passed the cliff, right?
Well, part
Which
of
means
it.
well, that means wherever we go now, we probably won't get clues.
Is it still dark where we're at? Like, still the same?
Other than the fact that you have a lantern, there is no candlelight, there's no torches, razors. It almost, to Savannah's point, it seems that whoever was exploring this cavern stopped at the cliff and was like, no way across. Someone may have figured out that it was an illusionary drop and someone died, maybe. And they never went past it. So wherever you're walking right now is a little bit uncharted territory.
It just keeps the lantern up a little bit.
You get the lantern up.
Nothing?
No? I'll let you know. I know you have the lantern up.
I go a little further, but not much. She's like probably inching little baby steps.
The room itself, as large as it was, about 55 feet wide, starts to slowly curve back into about a 5-foot walkway, and then it starts to curve a bit to the east.
Huh, it goes that way anyway. Alright, I keep going, but again, only like small distances, so she doesn't want to fall at anything, so she lightly stepping.
So our marching order is Vera, then Savannah and Rolly.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Vera, roll me a perception check.
Math. 22.
22. You start to make your way close towards the point where it starts to curve. Pathway continues eastward, and it goes on for about maybe 80 feet, and then curves once again southward. However, immediately what you see in front of you is a 5-foot by 5-foot pit. You can look downwards, and you just see jagged spikes.
And this one doesn't have a plank across it, right? Or does
No,
it?
it does not have a plank across it.
Can I put the lantern over a little bit? I see what it looks like in there.
You can, with the light, I'll say, you can see that it goes down for about 30 feet, which is actually the end of the light where it goes, and then it becomes dim light, which you can see because of dark vision. It's just old rusted spikes that are protruding from the ground. A lot of the like aeration here have caused these metal pikes to start rusting over, but you can still see some finer points down there.
But we can still go around it? Like curve around it?
It's like, well, you're in a 5-foot wide walkway. So it's almost like Vera first, then Savannah, then Rolly, because it's 5-foot size-wise. And the box itself, the drop, is about 5 foot by 5 feet. So you can attempt to jump it if you want. Or if you have another means.
Kind of don't want to use my face step for this.
I think we should. I mean,
5 feet by 5 feet is not far. At least
I
for
was saying, I'm like,
Giant and you should be fine.
that's where I was getting at, but I mean, rope?
I mean, my athletics isn't bad. It's dex that sucks. Your strength is fine. It's a check or a save to try and jump it.
To jump it, it's an athletics check.
I'm gonna give myself guidance. That's a don't trust it. Oh, you know what? I'll roll the Dakota Irish dice. He's normally pretty good. He is pretty good. I rolled natural 20. Plus,
Yay.
I think my athletics is a +3. Athletics 23 plus guidance 25.
25.
The one you say, you're like, I can't jump.
No, I can jump. I can't. I'm not dexterous. That's what you're confusing.
Metal. Solid metal surrounding this elven body as she tells everyone to take a few steps back. You get a full 10 feet run. It sounds like the Terminator, like the old the T-800 slamming feet down as you jump.
I need that theme music playing under that.
Yeah. Do. As you fly over the 5 feet, clearing it, and as you land, a hatch.
Uh-oh.
And you footfall
spaghetti,
about 30 additional
no.
Now can I use space step?
feet. You want to use face step now?
Yeah.
All right, you pulled upwards and returned onto solid ground about 10 feet away. Essentially, what you see in front of you is an exposed trap, and just beyond that, the actual trap. An additional 5 foot hidden pit trap.
Turns out he's not as stupid as he looks. Okay.
Remember, I don't think they got this far. I think that confirmed this.
Savannah, this seems very familiar as the pathway to the sacrifice chamber, or the room, had 2 exposed pit traps with a beam going 20 feet to walk across. This almost looks like completely identical, except this one just hasn't been messed with.
How do we now get across 10 feet? And like you said, there's no way to like shimmy around the side, is there?
Unfortunately not, but I can look something up.
See what I have in my bag.
Savannah, what is you're like 6 feet, right?
5'10".
5'10".
I mean, Rolly should be fine. He's got the boots.
What's your strength check or strength score?
11.
11. You can actually jump 11 feet horizontally if you take a 10-foot running start. I'm just gonna need a athletics check.
I mean, I could just jump and then you can follow me.
Or Rolly
she'd
is
still have to
he can
jump
jump
it.
along. I think if I remember correctly, with a 20-foot, Rolly can jump 30 feet horizontally if he truly wished to do so.
But are you trying to put me on your back when you jump, though?
I'll have to reduce Rolly's speed by half, but that's still 15 feet.
Alright, I guess I'm getting on Rolly's back.
I
Roll,
get the 10-foot running start.
roll me an athletics check. It's not a high DC because of your numerous, strength scores and magic items.
27?
You're now aware, Rolly, that there is a... Vera, unfortunately, when you jumped, you weren't aware that it was there.
Mm-hmm.
But Rolly, you know where to go. You have to jump this. You have to clear it. Savannah jumps on your back. Feels like nothing. You take a few steps back, and as you jump, the boots you're wearing rocket you forward. Land right next to Vera, about 5 foot behind her as you're face stepped away, Vera, giving you some distance. And you don't fall into a pit.
Get off me.
Scurry off.
I guess we keep going ahead. Now we know what those things do, so it's more like double pits if you see them.
I will say this. I think this is to our advantage.
I mean, if they haven't been down this way, yes, but
They haven't been down this way, and I think we are opposite of what's on that side. So if we're opposite on that side, we'll be coming up to the offering, but not where they wanted us to.
Hopefully. Hopefully he doesn't got good sense of hearing either.
With that being said, can I trigger Felix's trap check real fast?
Sure. You just... Felix starts to run his necrotic spore senses into the ground, extending out to 120 feet. And obviously the ping that you get is right behind you, the pit trap. It continues forward, and beyond that, you don't sense any other traps.
Guess we go forward.
I guess we're going forward.
Put the lantern back out.
You go forward, and you turn southwards. Continue forward. And with the lantern, damn it, it's so good that you have it. There is actually a dead end. It's a wall. But the moment you get about 30 feet, the lantern starts to dispel a lot of the wall itself. And Savannah, you see what you saw initially from going towards the what's it called, the sacrifice area. You see the circular room with the platform and 2 chains.
Yeah, we are on the opposite side of what was the other side.
How come we can't see anybody from here though, right? Like it doesn't go straight
earthquake
through.
happens. Small one. And right across the way, you see a couple rocks fall.
You know, maybe when
something hits you, we're like, we would have spent too much time. We may have been hit by those rocks.
That, or maybe like when they pull the lever, you just get like brought up like, I don't know, dinner.
I don't like it.
I don't like that at all.
Well, I mean, what else are they? Okay, either he's too dumb to know what they do, which seems to be the running theme in here, or they're actually useful and they serve him his offering.
That just gave me straight up Blake vibes right now.
I guess perception check. See if we hear anybody other than the rocks falling.
Yeah, of course.
You said they were the chains, so we know they're coming from the ceilings. We can't see their origins, right?
Not from the. It goes further up past your 60-foot vision, but it almost seems like there is, if like you can pull on the left side of the chains, something will happen to the platform, or if you pull on the right side of the chain, something will happen.
27.
27.
19 plus 8.
Ooh.
You can hear some echoing coming from. So let me describe it once more, maybe a little more detail. You're in a circular room.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the center of the room, there is a lifted, like almost about an inch or 2 platform with chains that go from
Left and right.
go up, down,
up and down.
And you can see small little holes on this sort of lifted platform that the chain continues down. You can actually hear the sound of what some murmuring, movement coming down below.
It's an elevator. If we get on it, I bet you the platform goes down.
Okay, so he doesn't get served dinner up, he gets served dinner going down. Doesn't this kind of remind you of like the where we found Igno?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
So down it is then.
I mean, I don't think we have a choice.
You can't make yourself invisible, right?
Well, about that. I do actually have invisibility. I just never got around to using it.
No,
I'm
I can't.
Not you. It's hard to cover you up in general anyway. But I don't know. Maybe like we go down there and one of us isn't there for whatever reason. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. That's the problem.
I know that's kind of the reason why I don't want to go in, because the worst case scenario, we'll have to hand over Big Man over there.
Wasn't that the point?
Yeah, I was like, what if we just send him down there?
By himself?
And then we go after. I mean, I'm sure he's capable amongst the other people. You don't have to worry about the tiefling anymore. I'm pretty sure he got eaten.
What if we use the rope to go down there without triggering the platform?
Won't the weight like just pull it? Because I thought you had to pull the chain or whatever. Or do you mean like tying a rope to something else and trying to go down there?
That's kind of. I mean,
It's
I'm
just a
gonna
tiny
pull
hole
on
with
the
the chains there?
chain and see what
hole.
happens.
Oh, okay. So we're not going down there.
If I pull on the chain any or like try to throw my weight into it, what happens?
Which one do you pull? Left or right?
Let's go left.
Left. You pull one of the chains, and the platform starts to rise a little bit. And I'll say it goes about 5 feet, just with one solid pull from you. Savannah, Rolly, and Vera, you just start to see Savannah start to rise on this platform. You get a rush of cool air from the bottom as the platform opens up, leaving this gap. And now, in your purview, Savannah, as you're lifted up a bit higher, because of your dark vision, it's only the limit of 60 feet, you see an additional, like, a second level above you. To Vera's point, the sounds of murmuring and movement are coming from down below, but you can hear something up there. Or no, you can see something up there, another platform.
Softly, I say, for what it's worth, there is a second level up there.
Maybe we should go up instead of down. See if we can still get advantage on coming in there versus serving ourselves on a plate in front of everybody.
Yeah, but how do we know we're serving ourselves on a plate up there?
Because I don't hear anything that much up there. I hear people down there.
I don't know if that makes me feel better.
You know what I hear? I hear inaction.
You're definitely pulling yourself up because I'm not lifting that. But I think we should go up.
Alright, up.
Everyone.
Are you getting on the platform? Well, I'll get on the platform and pull up.
Okay. Everyone starts to climb a little bit onto the platform. I assume, Rolly, you just with one solid pull, just, and then Chain goes and just starts to rocket upwards basically like a high-rise elevator. And then once it gets about 10 feet towards the platform that you can see, it just and then locks. What you see right in front of you is a T-junction. A pathway going east, pathway going west, and then to the north there is a solid like stone door with the symbol of the Dreamer, and there actually is a sign right in front of that door that says "fucking door, can't figure it out."
I put the lantern. This sounds like we're going the right way.
You hold up the lantern. It just gives illumination. Unfortunately, the illusionary part does not take effect.
Okay. Is there any writing on the door or anything?
No. It's just the symbol of the Dreamer.
Maybe check it for traps, but what happens if you trace the symbol?
We're gonna check it for traps.
Roll an investigation check.
17.
You don't get a sense that it's trapped per se, but you do notice that there are no handles, there are no levers, there's nothing where it indicates like where you pull or push. There are some indentations of almost like a pyramid size indentation that goes directly into the wall.
Can I lockpick this?
You don't see where you can put like a key or where maybe one of your tools would have.
Anybody got a triangle-shaped thing?
What do you mean triangle-shaped thing?
So you said you put a triangle, like a key in there. I don't think you can pick that.
I mean, I could break it.
I think the sound is the issue. That and the ever-dropping rocks.
Well, options there.
You say like a triangle shape, like it could be anything?
You don't know.
There's nothing in the book or in the journal that mentions anything.
No. That was more of a schedule journal.
What else is in the room other than this big not door thing?
There's a pathway to the west and there's a pathway to the east. They are open, so there's not really a door. You can't actually peer beyond. To the pathway to the west, you see almost like the silhouette of a how would I describe it? Somewhat humanoid silhouette, not moving, off to the west in the middle of an oval-shaped room with just furniture and items and treasure and objects and just all sorts of things. And then you sort of turn your attention towards the west. So that was towards the east. Now towards the west, you just see a hallway that continues forward, a couple of pillars with etching on them, and at the very end of this dead-end hallway, there is a pillar, a raised pillar, with an object on it. You can't see it from this distance, and behind it, a gigantic boulder.
So both these sides sound like traps.
I'm just wondering if the triangle's in one of them.
the object with the oh god, I'm gonna having like so many different movies just popped in my head.
Can I shine the lantern on like the humanoid looking dude? Like if I go a little bit that way, not like towards it all the way.
You have to get within 30 feet of it. Because that's the range of the lantern.
Dang. I feel like 30 feet's good
Point the
enough.
lantern at the floor first, and then I'll follow you behind it.
Towards the eastern side?
Yeah, towards the dude chilling in a
the
chair.
lantern goes outwards. Doesn't illuminate anything hidden. You are currently, I will say, 5 feet away from the entrance to the other room.
Can we see into the room?
Yeah, you can still see a lot of further deeper in. You can see like a lot of like a chair, a rocking chair. You see fine furniture. You can see like swords and shields and armor and jewels and just treasure chests. All sorts of manner of items and objects. And now that you've gotten a little closer, not because they're unfortunately, actually no, you have dim light. It does dim light also.
Mm-hmm.
The being or the humanoid shaped object is a mannequin.
Sis.
That's very sus.
Well, we literally got to choose between the dummy and the rock, so maybe we go over to the other side and see what the lantern does on the other side.
It does not reveal anything invisible.
Right. It doesn't give any more detail to what's on the platform?
Yeah.
What
you see a small chest.
That sounds like a trap.
That's a trap.
I mean, you could try and pick it up with your...
No, I was gonna say I'll open it with the mage hand, but check. Oh, what are you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say I just don't know if weight is gonna make the boulder come out.
Well, how about this? I will describe a little more detail depending where you enter.
Okay. I guess we get closer to it, but probably not like through the threshold.
What?
Of like the boulder side.
Okay. You walk in and you see it's a 10-foot wide hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Continues forward for about 80 feet or so. There are built-in pillars that aren't really holding up anything. It's just decorative, where you can see they go upwards to the 20-foot high ceiling. Just every 10 feet, these pillars go up. Standing right smack dab inside of this, like, okay, it goes about 80 feet.
Uh-huh.
Right in the middle of the hallway, it is now a stone pillar holding the chest. Beyond that pillar, there's actually a ramp, almost like a ramp that goes up, and there is a boulder being held from the ceiling that is just staying put.
So my thief brain kicked in right now. That is definitely a trap, and you want to know why? The mannequin is going to make you go for the boulder, because of course if you see the humanoid thing, you're not going to go in the room with that. You're going to go where the chest is. I don't want to touch that.
I was just going to say it's a trap because it looks like a very much trap unless you're a little dense. But...
I'm just, if that's the case, I'm just surprised they haven't triggered it yet.
Well, maybe they didn't send Shax down here for this one. Maybe they sent somebody a little smarter.
Yeah, I'm gonna go investigate the room with the mannequin.
Okay. You walk in, and it is a fairly large room, about 60-foot radius room, that has all manner of objects and items. Vera, you're following with Savannah? The moment you walk in, Savannah, the mannequin, kind of like with its head down, with like a cloak over it, just goes... And then you can hear clicks and gears, almost like wood is starting to snap into place as it senses your presence. A old rusted wooden mouth sort of like is sealed shut, and it opens up and it goes, "Hello, welcome. What is real?"
Does it sound like the voice I heard in my head?
No. This is almost tinny and metallic. And Vera, the moment you walk in as well, it sort of acknowledges your presence, looking over to you. Rolly, then you follow, and it sort of looks at you too. But your lantern shines over a lot of the objects here, and all of them disappear.
Yeah.
It just in the radius.
Sis.
And the sort of construct, sort of almost like a clockwork construct, looks towards you and goes, "In this room, what is real?"
You have your lantern, right?
Yeah, everything just disappeared. It's real.
We're real.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Yes.
It goes for its stomach and or its ribs. You can see it starts to open up a little hidden compartment and hands you half of a pyramid.
Son of a bitch. We're gonna.
Ah.
Oh, rip.
It's like, so that's half of it.
And then
Okay, well,
it sort of almost shuts down.
traps are your thing. Boulders are Big Man's thing in case he needs to punch the shit out of it.
Is that how we did the last boulder? Because the last
No.
boulder hurt.
The last boulder was on a continuous loop, so it didn't get. It wasn't
Oh,
a
dear
one-way
Lord.
stop.
You know what I'm worried about, Ode? Is like, what's the trigger? Is it weight base or step base?
I mean, you could try taking it off with your mage hand, and if we're far enough away, maybe we can try to blast it.
So Magen has a reach of 30 feet. Do you want to get within like 30 feet of the chest? And try to
There's
do
somewhere I
something?
could stand and do that without getting hit by the boulder.
It's kind of difficult to say, considering that the boulder is the same size as the room or the hallway.
Okay.
So it's kind of difficult. I'll say that using your roguish mind, there is something mechanical about this whole construction here. Like, you can walk closer to the object and you can actually see the chest there, the pillar right in front, and just beyond it with that ramp, slight ramp, you can see the boulder itself. You can actually touch the boulder, which is wild.
Okay, real fast. On the ground where the pillar is with the chest, does it look like the pillar will drop down?
Roll a perception check. Oh, investigation.
Ooh, 22.
22. There is a bit of a gap.
That's definitely going to move.
It occurs to Savannah that there is something weight based about this trap. There is like openings, so like the pillar can move a little bit, but using sort of the small tools you have, you can see that the trap can probably be disengaged, but it's going to take a long time with several checks.
I mean, that's right now sounds like my best bet, or at least if I was going to go through with that.
I'll say nothing that curses Savannah. The entryway to get into this hallway is smaller than the boulder.
Well, maybe you just snatch it and it just runs into the wall, but then we're gonna have to duck.
Small.
So almost like if the boulder was rolling down this
It will
hallway,
stop at that point.
it'll
right?
stop at the wall or at the door.
And that's less than 30. That's less than 30 feet.
It's from the door to the actual pillar is about 80 feet.
Oh dear lord, that means pull and run.
Do you want me to do it?
No, because I'm the one who was have to grab it.
Well, you
I
technically
mean,
are
I
faster than me.
have a decent speed, but
And you have 30 feet because of the range, because of the mage hand.
All right, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go. Make sure I do this right. You said 80, right?
Yes.
I'll go in 50 feet, and I'll stop there.
Okay, where's everyone else?
I think we're just watching behind her because I don't think we're gonna be help in there because then
you're-
all three of us have to go.
I'm like, stay out the door.
You want to be out the door, or do you want to be 55 feet in? Or 45 feet in?
I'm gonna go 50 feet in, but I don't know what they want to do.
I'm probably just hanging on to the triangle piece over there by the other door that we're trying to get open.
Okay.
I
Rowan?
am just out of the way.
Okay, perfect.
I'm out of the way here.
Savannah, you conjure once again your spectral feline hand as it goes towards the very limit, and do you instruct it to grab and pull back?
Chest, right? I'm gonna try to open it first.
Try to open it.
Yeah.
You see half of a triangle, half of a pyramid inside.
Now I pull and grab.
You grab it, and as the time it takes for the thing to travel is 6 seconds because it's a round to move it, you hear as the pillar goes down, a lever lifts up and a boulder starts to roll. You turn around. It takes a moment because I think you can move your mage hand 20 feet every round.
Okay.
So, moves 10 feet. The boulder right now is starting to slowly pick up speed as it finally... Another round, you grab it, you turn around. The boulder hits the pillar and gets stuck.
Oh.
And you're like...
All right.
And then you hear... a series of fire erupts from the floor from where you're currently standing, and you see that the only safe place that was here is actually within 10 feet of the pillar, right next to where the boulder just stopped.
Oh god, I had that one coming.
Meep.
Meep.
You take 16 points of fire damage as it rushes forward.
Evade?
Oh yeah, you can evade. So what did I say? 16. You take 8 points of fire damage. You have to place yourself against the wall. You're like, oh shit, and it's burning your tail and your backside.
Can I just start running out of there? Or...
Yeah, you can run.
Yeah. Thank you.
Use the stone. Put yourself out.
I guess now she's tumbling in. It's like, ah.
You get as a rogue, Savannah, you're like, God damn it. If I would have just stayed there, whereas usually you shouldn't, I would have been fine.
One of those few times it's like, I overthought this. I way overthought this.
And then it starts to occur to you, like, the pillar itself, why would the boulder be able to roll over it if it's the exact size of the hallway?
Well, that's why I was wondering, oh, if it sinks down, oh, the pillar has to go down. If the ramp, it's going to have to roll forward. I'm like, that made sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of assumptions here. But you have both parts of the pyramid.
I try to pat out some of her stitched fur.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'm like stone wet. Yeah. I'm fine. I'm fine.
You can shake it off. You'll be fine.
Well, let's put them together, I guess.
You put them together. They almost lock into place like a puzzle piece. Just
Any interesting symbol on the actual piece?
more symbols of the dreamer.
Does it do anything when we put it in there?
You put it into the door.
Yeah.
With the mage hand.
Yeah.
Mage hand shoves in the final piece. The door splits the piece once again and opens up.
Maybe we should take these.
And you see what's going on, Shady. You see I'm trying to think here, like a display case a little bit, like something protruding out from the floor, in a glass case with a handle so you can open it, and spinning in the middle is a small short sword. Looks too small to be a short sword.
Maybe you should ask the voice in your head before you touch it.
Don't you have a voice in your head?
Other than God,
what am
the
I
creepy lady.
I don't know what I'm supposed to ask Felix other than, is that safe?
Felix kind of... I can't determine if it's a trap.
What do you know of the Dreamer?
I'm unaware of this entity. I am from the Abyss. A lot of elder gods are beyond my purview. Let me roll a perception check for Felix. Nat 20.
All right.
He kind of looks around, almost like using your own senses on behalf of you, and goes, I don't sense anything dangerous.
How far in is the case with the sword?
About 10 feet.
Yeah, I'll mage hand it open.
The mage hand reaches for the handle, and it almost like stops it. Like it wasn't, like the hand wasn't fully open. Like it has to be fully, like further open. You instinctually go, okay, claw game, wider grip. Go down and reach, and the handle itself showcases what looks to be a fully grown sword as it brings it closer to you. You can see the sword itself is very light leather around the grip of itself. The blade itself is almost dyed a bit of light blue, so it's got that sort of very chromish look with a hint of light blue to it, with a very etched symbol of the Dreamer on it.
You still have your dagger that detects magic?
Actually, you still have that dagger. That one wasn't cursed. I'll pull out the dagger to see if this is a magical sword.
You tap the hilt of your other dagger sort of against your hip as it goes out. You can actually see the coloration of all of the blinking beacons of coloration from all of your other companions' magical items that are just gleaming off them. Their armor, their weapons, their boots, everything. The sword itself is definitely magical and actually gives you the magic school of illusions.
I think I might keep this.
Hope it isn't cursed.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe before I turn to it, I don't know.
It doesn't require attunement.
Oh, there you go.
You now have the illusionary blade. I'll send you the details later, but essentially, it is a +1 short sword. When it is sheath, it actually shrinks in size, so it almost looks like a kind of a machete, a little bit longer than a dagger, but definitely shorter than what a short sword should be. So it's like almost like a smaller pocket-sized thing. With the short sword, the illusionary short sword, you can cast improved minor illusion at will. So minor illusion is a cantrip. One of the wizard subclass illusion wizards can cast improved minor illusion, meaning you can make both an image and a sound from it.
Be useful getting around a certain lizard.
So just look up minor illusion. You can now cast that, and you can add also the addition of sound if you need to.
That might be interesting. Ooh, idea just popped in my head.
Oh, those are never good.
By the way, to both Amber and Steve, and maybe Temple in the future, I claim illusionary wizards in the next Nick campaign.
I don't want to be a wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Good.
He means in Nick's campaign.
Yes.
That's why
That's what
he's
I
like,
said.
maybe
I said Nick's
Temple.
No. When he said it, I'm like, what? Oh, no, go have fun.
But that's sort of the
That's all we see in here.
the end of what all you see here.
Well, I mean, getting a nice weapon is better than getting a nice eating. So maybe
And this one's not cursed.
That we know of. Maybe we have
That
to.
we know.
Rolly, you hear in your head a feminine voice, older, going, "That looks very pretty."
Wait, what?
Oh.
Who said something?
She in your head too? Sound like an old lady?
She didn't sound like an old lady, did she?
She sounded like an elderly woman, but a bit distinguished, like not like
Yeah.
an old crone, but
Not
more
an
like
old
an
yeta.
older woman who's definitely maybe had some years, but still has the capability of speaking in a very elegant manner.
Oh God, am I going crazy?
Well, I mean, it's a religious temple. To think there's nothing left here is kind of naive at best.
I don't
What'd she
like
ask
it.
you?
She said it's pretty.
Did you ask her what was pretty?
No, I'm not used to having voices in my head, Savannah.
Ask her a question and see if she responds.
Okay. Who are you?
No response.
Okay, that didn't work. Backup plan. What do you want?
You're yelling out into the ether.
Yes.
No response.
Damn it. Okay. Okay, just because I've got nothing else and I'm running out of things.
Rolly.
What's pretty?
Rolly,
What?
ask her if you can see her when you're asleep.
Why would I ask her? I don't
Just
even know what she looks
trust
like.
me.
What do you want me to ask her again?
I said ask
That's a very
her.
Rolly moment.
I said,
like that. That was really good.
I said ask her if you can see her when you're asleep. Only when you're asleep.
Okay, fine. Hello? Can I only see you when I'm asleep?
No response.
Damn.
No, I think I scared her off.
Well, she didn't answer me either, but worth a try. The only one she hasn't talked to, maybe because it's preoccupied as Savannah.
Yeah, sorry, my head's kind of occupied right now. But you bring up a good point. You think she's the dreamer?
I don't know her, but maybe something of it in here.
I mean, the journals did say. What does it say? Something about they connect when they're sleeping.
Yeah.
So should we like go to sleep?
I wouldn't in here. But also, I mean, she knows where everything is. So I like the DM space. I thought about it too, but I'm just
I'm
like,
sorry, I'm snacking. Don't worry about it.
but I don't know.
I mean, one of the good things is we kind of know of a place that they don't know about yet. So if we have to sleep, we have a place.
True.
Also, I think we might have to go back that way because I don't know where we are.
Yeah, I think
You get a sense that the only other location you haven't explored is down.
yeah. I mean, we kind of explored all our options, so I mean, I think it's the inevitable at this point.
Any idea what time of day it is?
Yeah, like how long have we been down
Early
here?
in the morning. It's probably still like maybe close to 4 a.m. now.
Oh.
Sunrise is going to be a couple hours.
I'm not really sleepy though.
It's more of we could probably explore more during the day because if they're anything like Eva, they're not going to be out.
Yeah, but if everybody's in here because the sun is out, I don't know how that works. Because it's not exactly light in here. It's all
I just
dark.
thought about it, and not to mention they're underground. Never mind.
Yeah, it's like we'll be fine out there, but in here it's not gonna matter. Unless there's a big gaping hole with the sun. I mean,
Where to, guys?
I think we're gonna have to go down, although I'm intrigued about exploring that you guys got touched by a possible god.
Alright, was already touched by a
Palo in the back. Possible.
I didn't say possible. I rejected that part. Redacted. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can do something. I don't think I can. I think it's silence that I can do, not sleep. Yeah.
This is so much fun, guys.
Damn. Yeah, I can't make
I don't
anybody
like it.
sleepy unless I knock them out. So I don't feel like knocking one of us out.
It's been a while since we had a proper dungeon crawl. Proper.
Like it.
Well, if they rest during the day, maybe we have a jump on them. Like
Wait.
maybe they sleep during that time.
I mean, we could try that. If you guys want me to go to sleep, I can.
I mean, you could try. I don't think I got anything that's gonna make you go to sleep.
Roll me an insight, Rolly.
I don't think.
It's gonna be a 12.
12. The voice was fleeting. Almost like it was there, then gone. Even Rolly thinking, well, maybe we can experiment, thinks, I could try, but it'd be very difficult to connect with something I don't know where to find.
Well, I would say I tell them that the voice was fleeting, so it's like I don't think we're gonna find anything in here.
No, I mean...
I think we just go down back the way we came and deal with whatever the hell we're gonna have to deal with.
Okay. You guys get back on the platform. Rolly going towards the opposite side. The right lever. Pulls it hard and back down to where the platform you initially got on. You reach for it again, pull it once more, and it starts to go downwards. You fall on this platform about 60 feet.
Nope.
You could just see the soft illumination from light from within that initial chamber you walked in from slowly start to peter away until finally, and then the room opens up. You are in a gigantic cavern that has multiple layers, sort of a top layer that you're currently going towards, and then it sort of goes further down. It circles around a circular room with 10 little spaces of like circular altars. And there you can see, waiting for you all on a bed of carcasses and bone and flesh, is a very fat, rotund looking lizard folk. Blue scales with sort of a white trim on his stomach, from his chin down to his stomach downwards. He wears like these like tailored pants that have, looks like they've been like just cloth from other people, and you know, shirts and pants that have been sewn in to sort of cover his entire waist. Waiting there with crossed arms is Banner, the Aarakocra, who is sort of nodding, almost like in a bird-like fashion, sort of like continuously nod and sort of looks up, sees you, sort of like in a wild fashion, as the platform. Rolly, are you still pretending to be tied? Banner kind of looks towards you all and goes, "Finally, took your time."
Well, you ran off. I didn't know where we were going.
There were signs there.
But not instructions, clearly.
Oh, mighty Shax, we have brought you such a wonderful... Looks towards you, Rolly. And you remember the time that he actually sort of got a bit of your own blood, just as a taste, and goes, "Exquisite offering by these two ladies of the sea. The crime, trashing, crushing a ship." You see Shax kind of, but like the three webbed fingers just. You see a large jowl open. Crushing a ship. Mighty fine sacrifice. Bring him here.
Well, I guess I tug on the rope.
I try to fight back.
Come on.
You're brought ahead. Vera, you can smell a stench coming from this lizard folk. Man.
She's holding her face like really bad right now, like this fat piece of shit. Are you okay?
No, that's acting.
I thought you were dying on actual food.
No, wink. You can. It's just a foul stench coming from this lizard folk, and you can see like he's molting in certain spaces, which is natural for a lizard. But like his molting has molting. Like he never sheds. He's always living in this skin of his, and you see that his belly has been growing such in size that it's almost like protruding a bit of the flesh, making it taut. You can see the predatorial teeth of this lizard folk are all jagged, like numerous vampiric fangs line his entire jowls. You see he slowly starts to get up. You see him, he's struggling to move in his engorged state. 2 for the price of 1. He's a large fella. I'll take the deal. Reaches for the rope.
I just look at Rolly like I hope you like I hope you got this. I'd like just put the rope there.
He grabs you and with a strength. Oh,
well, my notebook's bad.
Wait, what?
what were you gonna say, Rolly?
I said this wasn't my plan.
With a scary strength, almost like a very well-fed vampire who has got just life essence fed to him constantly, pulls you in, and you're like you're a large fellow. This guy's about 15 feet engorged, and just pulls you in, and you are just almost like a tiny puppy in his arms as he brings you up, and you just smell this foul stench coming from his mouth, metallic and rot, as even you can see between the fangs of teeth, just the rows of like old rotted flesh that have gotten stuck there for days, that he's currently, the forked tongue just licking and savoring each bit of flesh that has been trapped in there. These wild eyes that are like almost excitedly drooling with your presence.
Keep in mind what you have on your neck also.
Grabs you by the rope, which is currently not tied to your neck, but it's tied to your arm. You're just like, oh shit!
Tied to his hands.
Pulling to the side. It's loose, so it's not like you can't break free, but it's enough where like it's taut enough where it does pull you around. If you wanted to, you could sort of get your hands out if you wanted to, but you're committed to the bit. He looks to you, Vera and Savannah. Come receive your gift.
Okay.
Do you walk up?
I walk up, but I'm probably... I'm trying to think. I'm thinking.
I'll give you a moment to think, because if you don't make an action soon, he's going to bite on you.
I'm gonna try and stab him with the fucking stake.
You're gonna try to stab him?
Wait, before you do that, is there anything else in this room other than bird guy?
Let's go ahead and describe the room. First of all, roll me a perception check.
18.
18. You can hear this subtle sound of chittering, like thousands of little squeaks happening all around you, just everywhere. Banner currently is next to one of the staircases that goes further downwards. Tell you what, let's put you on the map, and then we'll decide what you guys would like to do.
That would be great.
Rolly, you're currently right beside him. Savannah, I'll say you're still on the platform, the elevator. And Vera, you walked up to receive the gift. So, Savannah, this is what you kind of see around you. Bones, carcasses, different little alcoves that you can walk into. And there are like altars, like circular stone balls that float, that give off different color. Something of interest here, Savannah, as you currently stand on this platform, there's a very dull white glow on this platform itself. Very dull through the cracks. And then there's like, to the north, in this platform, there's like a blue glow, a green glow, a red, an orange, a purple. All different, these different sectors give a different coloration.
Like magical, not natural?
Like the elements in the picture.
Yes, roll me an Arcana check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Definitely feels magical. You feel the presence of something arcane. And let's show the audience. Well, that's what you sort of investigated, Savannah. Vera, what was your thought? Because you're about to receive the gift.
Yeah, I know. Can I cast daylight on myself?
What does daylight do?
It says 60-foot radius sphere of light spreads out from a point you choose within range. The sphere is bright light and sheds dim light for additional 60 feet. If you choose or point on an object you are holding, isn't being worn or carried, the light shines down, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to see if it does attack.
It doesn't do damage.
No, I don't want to do
But you're
that.
aware that daylight does physically burn vampires.
Yeah, I'm going to try and use it as a distraction.
Okay, you cast daylight on what? On a point or on yourself or an object?
I'm going to just say on myself.
On yourself.
So it doesn't hurt me.
Banner is within 60 feet of you. So as the jaws, you can see actually saliva open up, like this very viscous looking interior of the mouth of Shax as he opens up just numerous rows of vampiric fangs. You stand there waiting the gift, and as you clap your hands, your body starts to glow this bright daylight. Immediately Shax, holding the rope, feet. Goes Banner kind of gets a feathered like arm up to block a bit of the sunlight, but even the feathers and his skin starts to burn outward. Shax, through the bright light, looks to you and goes, "Faker!" Everyone roll me initiative.
It's like, now or never. I was like, what can I do to like distract him? Oh, that's not bad. Considering I don't have any mod. 15?
Alright, Vera got a 15.
19.
19 for Savannah.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. What is your dex modifier, Rolly?
It is +2.
Ooh, that means you will go first. Let's see here. Then, Vera, you got a 15. What is your dex modifier?
0.
0. That means you go after Banner. All right. Well, we will begin this fight, and I will say immediately before the actual battle occurs. Right now, Shax is sitting at 20 points worth of damage, as well as Banner, because daylight does that to them.
Yay.
Yay.
Initial start of the round, 40 points of damage between both of them. Goes out, and we're going to take a 10-minute break, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Shasha!
Hey, we are back as the players have just released Vera has released essentially a flashbang right in front of Shax as he's currently still grappling onto the tether that is wrapped around Roey's hand, but easily can slip out of them if he ever so wishes to do so.
It lasts for an hour. I don't think it's concentration, though. It doesn't say.
You tell me.
Are you just a big beaming ball of light?
That's okay. I got rid of the other vampires.
Okay.
Wait, where are you standing? Oh, wow, wow, wow. All right. Interesting. We are going to start off the round. Interesting. Okay. First up, Rolly. You take initiative as you were the fastest here. What would you like to do?
Can I use a? Can I actually is it a bonus action or an action to get rid of the to undo the shackles?
I'll say it's a free action because you've been going in and out of the shackles really quickly. You just need to clasp your hand, pull out, and that's like a half second. You can get ready.
I will do that. Bonus action to rage.
Bit of a
Hi, buddy. I would like to attack him with what is it? Reckless attack. There we go.
reckless attacks. You roll with advantage. Yeah, you slip out of your bindings, roll around him. He kind of is like blinded by Vera and then sees the movement of you and goes, he's currently still holding onto the rope and goes,
I don't think it's...
just sort of turns towards you.
25 to hit.
25 hits.
Hope it hits.
Oh. I know if it did hit, I'd say run. Please, for the love of God, run.
Doesn't say it's concentration. It's just like I don whatever, like the effect just stays there.
Ooh, that's nice. 24 points of damage total.
Woo! 24. All right, a solid swing as you bring your axe from your back and just in a fail swoop of unsheathing it and swinging it downwards, using that momentum over your shoulder, almost popping it. You scratch against the wide canvas that it is this large lizard folk's body as you cut through. Bit of like congealed blood spews out.
I think you scared
4 of
the
that
cat.
is radiant.
Okay, that's good to know. Damn it.
You scared
Alright.
Keek.
It's fine.
Second attack. Nat 20!
Nat
Holy
20.
shit! Woo!
All right, you're still rolling with advantage, right? Because you have reckless. It doesn't matter. You roll nat 20.
I'm gonna roll
baby.
2 20s. I mean,
No. Go ahead and double those dice. He was not expecting the prisoner to attack as well, so I think this is what makes him really off-kiltered.
Actually, no. I have to roll 3d12s.
Oh, because your it's like brutal critical.
Yes.
Yes. And then you double House's Call.
Okay. Ooh, what's... Ooh, buddy. Jesus. Okay, that's gonna... 4... 36 points of damage.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
so far we've done like
Jesus.
70 something.
70
That's-
even. Oh no, 80.
Yeah,
'Cause,
it's 70 something because
You did
I did
80
20.
points of damage in this one round.
Don't you get Oh no, no radiant. Or you doubled the house's
He-
call.
Doubled it, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all there. Yeah, you swing downwards, and before the blade finishes its arc, your foot actually kicks upward, stopping the actual, like the pole end of the axe, stopping it, and you kick upwards, almost like a martial art move as you, and you scrape from the bottom of the stomach up to the chin. You see now the flesh, taut as it was, splits quickly with an audible splitting of flesh.
Uh, actually, no. That'd probably take an action to do. Okay. That will be my action. That'll be
Okay.
it.
As a legendary action, Shax is more of a hunter, uses a bit of more of that strategy than a smart fellow. Vera, I need you to roll me an athletics check.
Check.
Yeah, check.
Can't give myself guidance, huh?
That's an action to do. This is a...
Ooh. 17 plus 3, so dirty 20.
He got a 22. He just shoves you.
Okay.
Nothing too bad. However, the moment you are shoved into this circle that's glowing a bit of white light, the daylight stops. It is now Shaq's turn. He doesn't take in another additional 20 points of damage because he doesn't want that. That's going to hurt as hell. The person who did the most amount of damage is Rolly. So he's going to, first of all, attack. He's got a multi-attack. And unlike his other vampiric brethren, instead of attacking with his claws, he's going to try to roll and bite.
I don't like that.
25 to hit.
I don't like that.
You take 20 points of piercing damage, reduced to half, you take 10.
Also, the Hero's Feast buff is still active, right?
We
No,
didn't
it's
cast
been
it
dead.
today.
Actually, I have to roll once more to see if I get a natural 20 because you did Reckless. You're fine. You are also considered grappled as Shaq's gigantic, gnarled-looking vampiric teeth wrap around your entire body, sort of the side towards your shoulder, and just bite down and lifts you up out from the air. In addition to taking the piercing damage, you also take... 11 points of necrotic damage. And your max HP is reduced by that amount. Multi-attack. Now he's going to try to claw you as you're currently in his mouth. He's almost like doing this as he's currently wrapping you around. He would have advantage, but he already has advantage because you did Reckless. Oh, that actually may not hit. 14 to hit. Nope, that's a big no. Second attack, that's going to be a dirty 20. Okay, that's going to be... you take 18 points of slashing damage, reduce down to 9. And last but not least, as you're currently grappled, he's going to shake you around like almost like a crocodile. Just make me a strength saving throw.
That's going to be 21.
21. You take half of that, which is going to 5. Another half of that. You're going to take 2 additional points of piercing damage. And that's going to be Shaq's turn. And now it's going to be the Layer's turn. All of the orbs surrounding you get off almost like a pulse of different energies coming from each and every one of them. However, none of you are close to them, so nothing happens. Savannah, you're up.
That's an interesting thing. Yeah, we're gonna do that still. I'm going to run up on Shax and Blooming Blade to stab him.
Okay.
That is going to be 21 to hit.
21 hits.
And sneak attack, right?
Sneak attack, yes.
So, bunch of die. That. 6 plus 2d8. up.
God, that brutal critical really did a number.
Good.
All right.
It's gonna be 26 points of damage.
26 points of damage. Jesus. So that's a...
Do you want to do anything else? No, I want him to move. So I'm gonna use my bonus to disengage. And we're gonna run away
Okay.
to... I'm gonna run behind this rock for now. Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
Where'd you go?
Right behind this rock? That was 30 feet.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Yeah. Actually, perfect. As you do that, Savannah, you can actually see the skitter. Remember that sound of squeaks?
Uh-huh.
The moment you jump over, you see two... They're not figures. They're a mass of twine of tails, feet, heads, and arms. Just a amalgamation of these... You ever heard of a rat king?
Like the twisted up the tail business.
Yep. You see two hordes that are currently feasting on bone look towards the fresh flesh.
Great.
And a whole lot of it over here. You can get some of that
Is
one.
that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Since you can see those, might as well show off the rest.
Oh God.
It's going to be Banner's turn. He is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually has 60 feet flying, so yeah, he's going to take to the skies, fly upwards, and he's going to fly right behind you, Vera.
Okay.
And he's going to try to claw you and then bite.
Yep. Alright.
First, the first claw is going to miss. The second claw is going to be a 21.
It's.
You take 16 points of damage as he claws against the back of your neck. And then you start to see the petering. You could feel the warmth of blood starting to trickle down into your armor, down your shoulders, down your back. And he takes this as a moment to bite as he gets a natural 20 on his bite.
Oh, fun.
So I'm going to need, 2 more dice. That's going to be 24 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And... $20 points of necrotic damage in addition, and your max HP is reduced by 20.
By 20?
Yes.
Jesus. That's not good.
He will then grapple you and start to lift you off the ground. However, you're really heavy, so he's not going to get very far. So he actually lifts you up about 10 feet off the ground. He's currently grappling you and biting down. You could feel the piercing, like the sharp end of his beak just, and you can feel the small little bit warmth of his tongue starting to lather up a bit of your blood. After that, Vera, it's your turn. So you're technically in his space right now.
Yeah. But, like, they threw me over there and my magic went away.
You could still feel the magic surging through you, but something about this circle is preventing it from resuming.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try and get rid of Big Boy on my tail here. Can I try and stab him with a stake?
Yeah, you can still try to stab him with the stake.
What do I roll?
This will be a D20 plus your proficiency bonus plus your dexterity modifier.
Well, the mod is 0. What's my proficiency? Like a plus?
I believe you're at a +5 right now.
I think that's what we said last time. Come on. Be good, Dakota Irish. Okay. 17 plus...
17 hits.
Well, plus 5.
So
what do I do?
roll 1d. Actually, dagger can be used either dexterity or strength, so it would have been higher than 17. So for damage, roll me 1d4 plus your strength modifier.
Okay. Strength. Huh. 5.
5. So you do 25 points of damage as you stab the stake right behind you. It stabs right into Banner's heart. Just you can just hear the growling, the sort of aviary squall as he screams behind you. Solid.
And then I'm gonna do a healing word because that fucking sucked on myself.
Okay. Spend the spell slot, and as you try to do so, your magic is once again hilted.
Of course. All right. Well.
Something about this circle is stopping your magic. But you spend the spell slot.
Well, could I have gotten off of it before?
You'd have to spend an action to break the grapple.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. So I
Okay.
guess that is my turn. This is why I didn't want to waste phase step.
Hey. It's the Rat King's turns. So let me double check their speed. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this guy can actually get up to you early, but cannot attack. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 1, 10, get there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 15, 20. 5, 10, 15. Okay, so you're going to get hit twice, Rolly. No, once, because only one of them could have got to you. And Savannah, you're going to get hit twice. So Rolly... Let's see here. Okay, perfect. One's going to be an 11 to hit. And the other one is going to be a 23.
Ow.
You take... Not a lot. You only take 6 points of piercing damage, reduced to half. You take 3. And I need you to make me a DC 15 con save.
It's a nat 20 number 2.
Hey! You
Not where I wanted it.
There's like this infectious, like the bite and saliva coming from these rat kings. Like you can feel like just almost like burning sensation happening within your veins, but you're able to power through it. You feel a bit of that fiery inner brand blood of yours starting to burn away the disease. Savannah, one's going to be an 18 to hit and a 8 to hit. All right, and the other one's going to be a 21 to hit and then a 5 to hit. Sorry, excuse me, 6. So 2 hit, I believe. First one's... You take 9 points of piercing damage.
I'll dodge that one.
All right, you take 4 points of piercing damage. And roll me a con save.
Be nice, be nice. 19.
19, you succeed. The other bite that actually grabbed onto you see numerous, like, they're chittering around. You're actually unsure which heads are alive or dead, because it looks like some of the rats have died and are just being pulled along with this collection within the Rat King's tails and bodies. They're just mangled up. The other one does 8 points of piercing damage. And
I can't dodge that one.
No, unfortunately. Make me another con save.
16?
You succeed.
Okay.
That's going to be the Rat King's turn, and before the end of the round, Shax is going to make another legendary action. And since you're still grappled, Rolly, make me another strength save.
That's going to be a 19.
19. You only take half of this as he currently, like, almost like a gator, just... Almost like the body itself is fat and rotund and slow moving, but the neck muscles and the large jowls that eat constantly have muscle upon muscle and just start to wail you around midair. You take 14 points of damage reduced to half, which is 14 is 7, and then it's piercing damage. You reduce that again because you're raging. So instead of 7, you take 3 points of damage.
Alrighty then.
Back to the top of the round, Rolly.
Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna attack Shax.
Okay, go for it.
Damn it. Well, not gonna go grab that dice. Roll another one.
Are you doing this recklessly?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh. 27 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay, I'd like to also use a bonus action for Overwhelming Cleave to hit the Rat King number 2.
Got it. Go for it.
Roll that attack. Uh, 25 to hit on that guy.
Perfect. You hit both.
Alright.
So this is going to be 1 damage die, or the same damage you're going to do for both of them.
That is going to be 15 points of damage total, 6 radiant.
Oh, man. Okay. 15 points of damage for radiant. 5, 11, 20. Okay. Perfect. You take another swing. This Rat King is dead. You are being grappled, pulled around with your shoulder. With your opposite hand, you actually slice through, and you're not really sure of where you're being directed, and you use that momentum, seeing an opening towards that Rat King, and you just slice down in the middle of the cluster, and they just hear, ah! And the skittering has stopped.
Cool. Alright, then I'm going to do my extra attack.
Yes, you may.
Please. 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. God damn. Oh, Shax.
Okay. Ah, this one's not going to be a lot. 11 points of damage on this one.
11 points of damage. Got it. He's looking bloody.
Also, what size is he?
He's considered large. However, he is considered an overweight creature. So
Gosh.
it's 1 level over to that.
Okay, will be the end of my turn.
All right, you swing down, making twice like a large birth of your axe, killing the rat horde, the Rat King horde, and making a cut onto Shax. Taking that momentum as he swings you again, like as a gator, you take it again, slicing across his chin. Shax is looking cut up in every which way, but like a wild beast is still trying to eat and chew and devour.
Yep, yep,
Yep.
It's gonna be Shaq's turn.
yep.
No. No.
I need you to make me another strength save, Rolly.
$25.
You succeed. 9, 16. 16 divided by half is 8. You take 4 points of damage just by being wriggled around. That's not even his actions. He's going to chomp down with advantage as you're still in his mouth. Yeah, it's a 21. You're going to take 20 points of piercing damage reduced to half. You take 10. And then you're going to take... Not a lot. 6 points of necrotic damage, and your max HP is reduced by 6.
On top of the whatever it was before?
Yeah, it keeps on going down.
Okay.
He's then going to claw with you twice. It's almost like a Godzilla moment where he's got Rolly, just blood is trickling down both of their bodies. As Shaq is just sort of wriggling around, crunching. You can actually hear, Rolly, you can actually hear like your chest muscles, like your ribs just crack a little bit. And you're like, ah! And the necrotic feeling of it is just surging through your body. That's going to be a hit. The second claw, that's going to be a hit. I'll do in total. You take 16 points of slashing damage, Rolly, in total.
Oof.
But that's going to be Shaq's turn. It's now going to be the lair action. Let's see. Savannah, you're closest to this one in radiancy, 15 feet. Let me double check which one that does. I need you to make me a wisdom save, Savannah.
It's going to be a 17.
You feel an immense force of fear, but you're able to break through. You can actually hear Felix behind you going, "Snap out of it!" You come back to consciousness. That was the layer's turn. Savannah, you're up.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So, I am going to take the attack of opportunities from the rat horde to run behind Shaq's.
Checks.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's alright, he looks like he had too many
They both
shakes.
missed. One rolled a natural 5 and a natural 1.
Alright. His back is turned to him, so I'm going to stake him with the stake.
Okay. Roll me an attack. Shady.
It just, so with the stake itself, it would be the
It's
d20 plus...
a d20 plus your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
That's a nat 20.
Hey! Well, when it comes to nat 20, the dice rolls are doubled, but not the initial points to it, like the 20 on top for the stake. So it does do 20 points of damage plus 2d4 plus your dexterity modifier.
And because it's a sneak attack?
Oh yeah, that's true. And then you get to double the amount of sneak attack dice you roll as well. So let's handle this right away.
Okay, let's do this one step at a time.
2d4 plus 5.
2d4 plus 5. 2, 1.
This is gonna be heavy.
I know. See, plus 5, that's 7.
7. So that's 2d4 plus 5. That's the damage. Plus 20 initially because it is a stake, wooden stake. Now, how many d6s do you roll naturally?
6.
6? Roll me 12 d6 points of damage.
Dear Lord, I don't even think I have 12. Hold on.
Rogues, when they get a nat 20 on a sneak attack, it's fucking deadly.
All right, we're gonna do 6 and 6. So first 6.
Got it.
3, 9, 10. So hold 13.
13. Got it.
6, 10. So 13 and 20.
20. So in total, Savannah, you did 60 points of damage with one stake.
Damn!
Their weakness for a reason.
Yeah, you hear Shaq scream. Let's see, you did 60 points of damage. I need to roll a con save to see if he actually drops Rolly now, because you hit the threshold.
Drop it. Drop it.
Drop him. Drop
Roll,
him.
you're
drop.
dropped.
Put him down.
Oh! Yeah, you're mine now, buddy.
You no longer are being shook around with the force of a crocodile. But yeah, you stab deep. You can actually hear foul creatures miss. Like he's almost like it's just spewing, just obscenities constantly, like a pirate would.
Action. I'm disengaging, and I'm gonna use the last of my tabaxi movement to get the hell away from him.
Oh yeah,
so
you can do that. You can double your speed.
Where shall I go?
So you, with you double your speed, you've gone 25 feet. You can go 60. You can go 120. So, because you can dash. So.
I know, but I'm trying to also avoid the stupid spear. You know what? We'll go to.
You can go
this
95
rock.
feet. I think you can go anywhere on this map. You can go anywhere on this map if you want to.
For now, we'll go to. We'll go here. Just kind of get out of everyone's way.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn.
After that, Shax is actually going to use a legendary action to start moving. He actually smells in the air. He has an idea where you are, Savannah, and he's going to disengage 5, 10,
Do you get attacks of
15.
opportunity?
20. Disengage.
Damn.
Damn it.
He could see you now, Savannah, as he's just like on all fours, like an animal. That was his legendary action. It's now going to be Banner. Banner's going to fly you, Savannah, another 10 feet off the ground. You're 20 feet
You mean
above.
me?
You mean
Oh,
Vera?
sorry.
Yes,
Vera.
her still.
He's got you grappled. He's going to lift you up another 10 feet. You're 20 feet off the ground, Vera. And he's going to slash bite.
Well, might have a dead
Slash.
cleric pretty soon, but that's okay.
That's going to miss. I know for certain because your AC is ridiculous.
If it hits.
21 to hit.
Hits.
And a bite's going to miss.
Eek, that bite is nasty. So I'm not in the circle then, because he's lifted me up, right?
No, the light is like a beam in
So
this
it's like
space.
a tunnel.
Yeah, it's like a tunnel. So you take 14 points of damage, Vera. And that's his turn because he missed twice.
Good.
And after Banner, it's going to be Vera.
I'm gonna take falling damage if I get dropped.
If you fall, you'll take 2d6 folding damage.
Even then, he knocked out like half my hit points. So, yeah. Well, more than half now. I'm trying to think because I don't think I can retroactively do anything with this beggar's strike because I can like grapple somebody else as a reaction. I
can
just
use
don't
a
know how
bonus action to-
broken it would do it.
You can use the way Beggar Strike works is you can use bonus action.
That's not what this says. It says once per dawn, a player can spend a reaction to grapple a creature or item within 5 feet.
Wait. Pause. You're in this cone.
Yeah.
You can feel your connection with Beggar Strike not work.
Okay, so that's why I was asking. Like, do I
Roll me an
feel-
Arcana check.
Oh, that's not bad. What the hell is my Arcana? 22.
22. You recognize that you're in a cone of anti-magic.
I have to break it. I'm just gonna try and get out of his grapple for now.
Roll me an
With-
athletics check.
And then if like I splashed him with holy water, is that like a bonus action?
Yeah, I'll say
Okay. You said what check?
so. Athletics.
Oh, don't be an ass. Oh, not an ass. Athletics, 19 plus 3. So,
Alright.
22.
22. Roll me a dex save.
Not that great at those. That's an 11.
11. You only take half of this. It wasn't that fall. You only fell 20 feet. And
Okay.
You've incurred way more falls. You only take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you land on your feet, still taking that damage across your knees. And as a bonus action, you get something off your hilt and roll me a d20 plus your proficiency bonus plus your dexterity modifier because it's a range attack.
Hey, boy. Woohoo! So 18 plus 5 plus 0, so 23.
23? Yeah, that hits. It splashes against him, doing a clean 20 points of damage. You could just hear,
Stupid ass bird.
God damn it!
Can I get out of the circle now? Because that was.
You have movement.
I'm gonna go over here for a minute because I don't think I could take a hit from the big guy. So I'm gonna go next to Rolly for now. And
Immediately, the moment you leave the circle, your daylight shines once again
oh, do they all get it? Because it's 60-foot radius.
on their turn.
Okay.
When they start their turn in daylight, they get hurt.
Okay. Well then, that'll end my turn.
It's now going to be the Rat King's turns.
I don't know if that does anything to the rats.
They're not.
Like, I'm hoping so.
They're more monstrositous and less.
yeah, I kind of figured, but I was just like, maybe it blinds them a little bit.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they won't like it. They just probably won't do anything. Or they all come to you.
Yeah.
Big shiny thing.
This one cannot attack. So, 1, 2, Vera. 1, 2, Rolly. 30. That one cannot attack you. So I think we've got all our Rat Kings set up. So 2 attacks on Vera.
Mm-hmm.
None of them hit.
Good.
2 attack on Rolly. Oh, actually, they have multi-attack, so we're going to do it again. One of them will hit.
Me?
Yes.
Ugh.
One of them's going to hit you, Vera. Let's see, Rolly. Nope. Yes, one will hit Rolly.
Good.
And that Raccoon cannot hit you yet. Savannah used his action to dash. So, Vera, you take 11 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a con save. Rolly, you take reduced 5 points of piercing damage. Roll me a con save.
Yeah. That's a 13 plus 2? 15.
You succeed.
Didn't think I was going to.
15.
You succeed as well. I'll let you know that the DC is 15.
Oh, barely.
Ooh. Holy shit.
It's not fun to be bit by these guys, I'll say that much. After the Rat Kings, roll, you're up.
Alright, well, in the spirit of wildness, I'm going to take one attack of opportunity from number 3, but I'm going to stay in melee range of number 4 till I get here.
Oh, I see. Smart. Okay. Does an 18 hit you?
It does.
You take... Oh, that was a low roll. You take 2 points of piercing damage, already reduced, and roll me another con save.
23 on the con save.
You're fine. God damn. All right, you're good, you're good. You have your turn, sir.
Alright. What can I do here? Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna attack Shanks.
Shax.
Shanks?
There's no end.
I call him whatever I want
I guess.
because he's dead now.
Because they're trying to shank him.
Yeah.
That's the
Yes.
thing.
I'm going to shank him now. Oh, I don't have a vial, do I? Wait,
No,
wait.
you have your
do, you have a
flask.
flask.
Yeah. Actually, I do.
Do you want to spend one of your attack actions to throw a vial?
He has a flask.
Or flask?
No, I have a flask. I'd like to spend a bonus action to
Coat.
douse that water on my axe.
Okay. I'll allow that. You...
Look.
Yeah, I love it. The
And then,
gleaming
I'm
holy
going-
water starts to coat your axe.
And then I come up to him and I say hello. 25 to hit.
25 hits. So we're going to count this out. I already know you're going to do 20 points of damage right away because of the holy water. Now let's see what else you do.
22 points on that one. 42 total.
42 points of damage.
Dang.
Hold on.
Did.
I'll let you guys know you've done a total of 234 points of damage so far.
And his ass is still up. His fat
He's
ass is still
though.
up.
That's the problem.
He's
That's the
looking
problem.
really, really bad right now.
Oh.
But he is a hefty boy who has been feeding himself, engorging, so he has a lot of hit points.
That's okay. I have another attack.
You do. Looking real bad, though.
All right, here we go.
By the way, the use of your holy water has now been evaporated.
Oh,
It's one use.
yeah.
All right.
God damn.
24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Oh my god, he's getting so close.
Come on,
Kill,
big
Rolly,
numbers.
kill.
Come on, Rolly, do it.
Big numbers. 18 points.
Eh?
So close.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Oh.
Savannah. Somebody.
I don't know.
Well, I'm like low in initiative.
You
That's why I said.
cut. He's rushing away from you, Rolly. So your first initial dousing of your axe, swing down to his back. You actually hit like bone, and you hear. "Ugh!" He turns around to you. He doesn't actually have to turn his body. He could actually turn his neck around you, and just like fury is brimming from this large, gigantic lizard folk. As you swing again, you actually cut off his tail. The tail starts to move onto the ground alive still.
Yeah.
May I use a free action?
You may.
Hey, you looks like you lost your little something there, buddy. Why are you running? Why are you running?
Vera, how do you want to do this?
Me?
He starts his turn in daylight.
I forgot about that.
Which means he takes an initial, right away at the beginning of his turn, 20 points of damage, and that was enough to put him over the edge.
I'm just gonna do the ant with the magnifying glass trick essentially, because her ass has been beaten pretty well, so she's gotten bloody, and she's just gonna angle her shield like through his heart off the daylight and point it.
Rolly takes strike. The tail separates, starts to wrap around. Rolly, you're ready for another round, and immediately you see a light that catches towards your left, and then as Shax is almost turned to ash, the whispered, like that mist form that some of these vampires take is immediately dispelled due to it being in constant daylight. But your fight is not over.
Does Banner pass out? Does Banner pass out?
It's not his turn yet. It's the beginning of his turns.
No, I'm just asking because if he gave him the gift,
Oh, snap!
does he pass out?
Banner passes out, unconscious, falls 20 feet immediately, takes
Thud.
Good night, Birdie.
only 3 points of damage, but he's still alive as he is currently almost like exhausted. He essentially, player-wise, he has like 5 points of exhaustion right now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's got a speed of 0. He can't move. He's got disadvantage and everything. He's still alive, but is like struggling. The Rat Kings are still attacking. There are like amorphous creatures that were found down here.
Gross ass.
I don't believe they're going to be that much of an issue for you guys, but let's see what happens here, because they still have that con save attack that does serious damage. It's now going to be the Layer's turn.
God.
Savannah, you're the closest one to one of the effects. A beaming red light emits. I need you to make me a strength save.
Oh, Lord. Not my strongest. That's gonna be 17.
17. You succeed. You actually start to feel your body start to lift upwards, and you feel a force wanting to hurl you into the darkness above, and then you were going to land taking some damage, but you were able to grab your cat claws into the ground, stopping yourself from moving.
This is still going.
Savannah, you're up.
Where's the closest orb?
It's just beyond sort of your, like, it's...
Oh, because for some reason, right this point, I can't see whatever this is.
Oh, I know. There's like a cavern wall that's blocking your view, but you can feel a light coming from it.
Can I reach it to knock it over?
Sure. I'll say that you can make your way sort of this way, and you'll be able to see it. You want to knock it over?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my mage hand to try to push it over, to knock it over.
Okay. Do you? That's a bonus action to do so. Do you want to take an action to disengage from the Rat King horde that was right next to you, or do you just want to see if he takes an opportunity attack?
You know what? If the mage hand is a bonus action, I'll go back to where I was and I'll swing at the Rat King horde.
Yeah, sure. An action to do it. Go ahead and roll me an attack.
That's gonna be 17 to hit.
17 hits.
That's gonna be 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. You cut. It's still moving. You can hear just multiple screaming and squeals of the horde of rats tied to one another. They're looking bloody and damaged and not looking very good. These things only got 15 HP.
The mental image I have in my head is like this moving ball of mud and goes still moving. Like, ew.
Yeah, it's rancid nasty.
No, I'll still deal with it. I'll use my bonus action to try to knock over the orb.
Okay. You're going to take an attack of opportunity because you have to see where your mage hand's going. But it's fine. It rolled a natural 1. So you'll say that you got up to here, up the cliff. The orb and the light stops. You still have movement if you want. That was your action, your bonus action.
I didn't move that far, right?
No, not really. You moved like what? 15 feet?
I use the rest of my movement to get as close as I can to the next orb. And I'll end my turn.
All right. After Savannah, it's going to be Banner, who takes right away 20 points of damage.
I thought he's not a vampire anymore.
He's not a vampire
you're right. He's not a
anymore.
vampire. I keep forgetting. No, he actually has to make like death saves right now.
Oh, well,
Aw.
can't help you there, buddy.
He's a
Fucking
Sorry,
ass.
Birdie. Like, sorry, Birdie.
Sorry, not sorry.
Honestly, I should take him out of initiative. Vera,
Spirit Guardians.
at what level?
Well, I'm just gonna do it at 3, the
Okay.
regular level. So 15 feet around me.
So on their start of their turn, they have to make saves, yeah?
I think so. Well, it says if it enters it on the first time.
Yeah, so
Just
on
for
their
the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Yeah. So on their turn, which is right after you,
Giddy.
what type of save?
Wisdom.
What does your spirit guardians look like?
I think we flavored it that they look like kind of like little sun methods.
Oh, I love it. 1, 2,
It's a little like
5.
gaseous balls of light, but with like a little figure.
Wisdom save?
See.
What is their wisdom score?
Hopefully not that great.
Not that great. -2. One got a natural 20 though,
Damn.
but they don't have that much HP. So 2 natural 20s.
They get half.
Oh my god.
Of all the things to roll a natural 20 on.
I know, right? A 1, a 3, a -2, a 15.
All those fail.
Okay.
Except for the natural 20s. You need a 16. And it's radiant damage.
It's radiant damage. It doesn't affect them any different.
14 points of radiant damage, and then half to whoever got the 20.
They're all still alive because they have 15 HP. So all of them are on death's door, essentially.
One sec.
Your radiant energy goes outwards as they all scream. They are not intelligent creatures, but they know that if they're at 1 point of damage, they're probably going to run. So Vera, if you want to take a reaction to hurt one of them, you can. Because they're all going to start running.
Okay. I was gonna be a dick and do something else, but I'll save it.
You're going to take one?
No, yeah.
Okay, go for it. Roll me an attack with your mace.
Or what my mod was for my mace. Haven't used it in so long. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Doesn't matter if you roll. You're going to do damage enough where it's going to kill them. They'll hit 1 HP. One of them slatters across the floor as you catch it quickly. Guys, you're out of initiative. These guys are going to run away as fast as they fucking can and hide
What
underneath.
about the orb thingies? Should we be worried?
Well, you're out of initiative. So maybe we'll worry about that if it comes to it.
I think we should get the fuck out of here.
As the battle itself ends, Savannah, you push the other orb as it... The light stops.
Getting Blake vibes again. This is familiar. I did this before. This is weird.
This is the painting. They're all something with the elements. I don't think it's Blake.
But
Something tries to talk to you, Savannah, but Felix almost prevents it.
I just hear a growl.
No,
No.
just something. It's just some sort of force attempts to communicate. But you almost feel like, because you share the same feelings as Felix. Felix almost goes, I don't know what
What
that
was that?
I don't know.
Okay.
You get a feeling that, like, Felix inadvertently shielded your mind from something.
You okay there, buddy?
No, I didn't like that. And then Vera.
What?
Here. That was fun.
What do you want? 'Cause I don't know what you want. 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 'Cause I don't know what you want.
Now you finally get a reply. To watch. To learn.
So you're not mad that we broke your orb thing?
No reply.
Go break more orbs.
Okay. Yeah, you starts with the mage hands and just start to push things. There's still like a pulse of energy coming from them, but you with your mage hand you're able to pull away. You get a sense that all these do different effects. And some of them you can tell, like some of the like rats that have not formed into rat kings were like, some of them have been petrified. Some of them have been turned to goop and ooze and like just been melted.
Some of them
Some of them been almost like burnt to a crisp. You can see like charred remains. But you're able to, at a safe distance, remove all of these threats. But you have successfully slayed Shax. With Banner, who actually did live. He's currently stable, but just very exhausted.
I'm gonna leave him there.
You roll him off the thing?
Yeah, I'll roll him off the thing and like push him to the side. That's not my problem.
You roll onto the stairs, and he actually gets a little deeper into the cavern, asleep.
Is it bad I wanted to check his pockets before we left?
You can check his pockets. I'm good with him dropping my ass from a certain height. I'm going.
I'm gonna check his pockets.
Roll me an
Well, he's
investigation
not gonna
check.
do that anytime soon. Just saying.
What was that, Mike? I'm sorry.
Roll me an investigation check.
See, 18.
18. You find like the standard accoutrement that a pirate would have. Like you see a rope wrapped around his belt. He's wearing simple clothes. He was actually using like a quarterstaff as like a walking stick, or as like something to defend himself when he's not using his claws, but he was mainly using his claws. You do, however, find like incidental funds. You find about 13 gold pieces on his person.
Much. 13 gold. For a vampire pirate, though, his pockets are boring. Nothing from Rolly and Vera. All right.
What would you like to do? I mean, if you like to leave, you can.
Yeah.
I think we should just go, even though I have a bad feeling, but...
Is there anything left of the lizard?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, he's got burned to ash, and they turn to cloud, and then they dissipate.
No, like, personal effects, no
like
clothing,
a necklace
nothing?
or anything?
Perception check.
Can I give him guidance?
Yeah, you have guidance.
Maybe they can go look for a souvenir to take back to Belladonna.
Yes.
I mean, it's not like she won't know, because the other half of the town's gonna drop.
Perception.
You guys don't feel
16.
16.
Take
I'm going to
it.
move your character really to where you do find some things. You actually see a collection of bodies, just a feast that was being had. But you do see a coffin. And with your experience, you know that when vampires are slain and they're not killed with holy water, or stakes to the heart, or holy or daylight, their mist form will return back to their coffin where they can recover. So there are some personal effects here as you start to open the coffin with a large clatter, just the sound of wood starting to as you're a human siege weapon. Just breaks it apart.
Destroy
Yeah,
it.
I grab whatever I can and I make sure that it is never to be used again.
You see looks like sand that lines the bottom of this coffin. And there are like personal effects. They're not like worth a lot, but you see like there are small things like a band with his name on it that he would wrap around his arm. You see jewelry that looks, as at closer inspection, they're not really jewels, like worthy like material. It's a lot of like planks and wood that have been moved. Like he was like whittling, making his own sort of decorations.
I'm taking all that.
Perfect. Go ahead and mark fake jewelry that you have. Shax's fake jewelry.
Anybody feel like taking a ride, you guys did drink the wine.
Yeah, I know.
Just making sure that the coffin
So-
has been demolished.
You want to do that?
Yes.
You
Yeah, I will help him sacred flame that shit, and I don't want that
siege weapon.
That boy ain't coming back.
I take it we're not going to take a nap to figure out this other thing.
What other thing?
Whatever the voices in your heads.
I'm not sticking around to find out. And why would I take a nap in here?
Valid questions.
Just a thought.
Oh, hold on. I'm sending spell to Belladonna.
Okay. What do you say?
You weren't kidding about glutton. I think you can send us back now.
Almost like a static, like radio static. You hear, "That's good to hear." This sort of voice of Belladonna creeps through. Wherever you, I could.
Crap. I think we need to get out of the cave first.
You mean you get off these lands?
Yeah.
We can
Let's
easily
go back up.
We can montage your way going back up, going across the board, going up towards the chapel, where they had like the kneeling areas and the altar space, where you have to sort of crouch your way down to sort of avoid a lot of the loose bricks and scaffolding that makes the entrance, and you find yourself once again outside of the pyramid. Right now, in front of you is the beach, water maybe about 100 feet away, with the the ship, the old sort of schooner ship. To the right of you, you see like was it the forest lands, and then to the left there's like a bit of hilltop areas. And as you emerge, between you and the ship, you see a sorry, you see a woman, very thin woman, kind of grayish hair, wearing very decorative and eloquent like robes and dress that covers her body. Bit of a trim of gold imbued with what looks to be gems, like just full on diamonds go down. Expensive piece. Jewelry upon her hand, wrist, necklace. She is done up like the most richest noble you've ever met. Her eyes are stark, like bright red. But she carries herself with a bit of an elegance. Goes, I have a question. And the voice strikes Rolly and Vera right away as the same voice that was talking to you. You named yourself after beasts. The griffins? For the life of me, I can't imagine why.
If you were in our head long enough, you probably know why if you know that.
Communication is different than knowing.
What do you want?
I simply want to see the person who killed my ward.
Your ward?
Lord.
Oh, yes. Avira, you hear doot-doot on your just belt buckle, and you see that the leaf that your father gave you hit 0.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not. No, it's not bad.
Okay.
It just means if you choose to teleport, you can.
Okay.
She goes, yes, my ward. Foolish girl, really.
No.
to believe that she was actually going to ascend.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I hit the button.
She takes a step towards you.
I hit the leaf. I hit the leaf.
I'm gonna roll something. The spell is... For a quick moment, you're like, uh-oh. Oh no. She reaches outwards and the portal opens up behind you. Oh, where are you going?
Nowhere, time to go. I drag these guys in.
As you're muted.
Muted.
Aw. Nice to meet you.
The last thing you guys see as Vera grabs onto your arms, full on diving. You got fucking lucky, by the way. She was in a counter spell that.
I had my shield counter spell. So I was like, no.
You dive into this swirling vortex of color, and as the tunnel from the material plane starts to pull you back, being thrusted into another plane, you can just see her getting closer to the tunnel, puts a hand on it, secondary hand, reaches in, you can just see her face starting to pull through. She goes, "Where are you running? Vera Arcane, Roly Barnwell, and Savannah Skrilla. You're leaving too soon. No matter. I'll have fun elsewhere." As the portal closes, separating you two. You guys being pulled every which way. Rolly, Savannah, make me con saves. Vera, you do with advantage.
15.
Fuck.
Oh, those weren't bad. 21.
21. Rolly,
Fuck.
Oh, one.
Oh,
you
that's a one.
are
You guys throw up.
thrusted through portals. You can see magic, arcane, fey-like creatures rushing towards you. You are being pulled through a vortex of numerous kaleidoscope of colors. It makes your vision go wonk. Hard to grasp as you're almost unsure of where up and down is. You're getting like vertigo, like a very serious vertigo as you're thrusted outwards. Rolly, you land on your knees, throwing up.
That acid trip. Oh
Don't-
god.
It's okay.
Vera, Savannah, you have to hold yourself steady. It's still, even though you're not that bad, it's...
You may want to hold your eyes closed for a minute and then adjust. That's what happened to me the first time. Shit.
Why are we? Oh.
I think I get the why, but where are we?
Home, but other
What?
home.
What are
What
we?
do you mean other home?
So that leaf my dad gave me when I wanted to find friggin' Davis. It's my uncle. They were in the Feywild.
We're in the Feywild.
I know.
Because that was Queen fucking Evergrey, Rolly.
I was afraid that was what that was.
Yeah.
And I don't think we could fight an undead lich based off of what we just did.
And she's well aware of us now.
She's been
That's good.
aware of us, but she's gonna have fun elsewhere, and I don't know
Roll me a D100, Vera.
what the hell that means. Like, good,
It's okay,
bad, what do I want
Rolly.
out of this D100?
To roll me D100.
It's colorful. Man.
So let me describe before you give me the result. You guys are sitting on a beach that looks almost
39.
identical. Well, don't tell me yet.
Sorry.
You guys are sitting on a beach that looks almost identical to the one you were just on, except it almost looks like the entire world was turned 180 as you are now facing the opposite direction. Like the sea was not in the direction you were looking at. And as you start to run away, that's where like you were not looking at the sea, and now it's right in front of you again. But it looks weird. It looks strange.
I I think we said it was like black, but it was like less shiny with like stars and stuff, like the
It's
ocean.
a little stranger than that. Rolly, I think you'll be the first one to recognize this. You are not on that same beach. It looks like you sort of give a sort of a look around. There's a coliseum, there's a road, there's some shops, and they all look warped and shaped differently, like growths have been going over them, plant life, and just beautiful colors all around. Buildings, the mirrored version. You're looking at a gigantic lake. It looks like Evergrey Lake. You are like in a mirrored version of was it Cleveland City?
Uh-oh.
I don't like it.
Almost like, because of the magic of the quartz gift, Vera, time would not hurt you here. But the location was different.
Yeah, I forgot the disclaimer he told me. Like, it won't age in here, but it will age out there.
Yeah. What did you roll again?
39.
You hear in your voice, because the message spell can be sent through planes with a 5% chance of not working. You can hear tick tock.
Could I send a message?
Until next time.
Shit.
And you hear a bit like a sadness coming from her voice. And then she has 25 words. Before the end of it, she goes, I got to learn so much from your sister before you ripped her from my belly. Sad. You can reply.
She doesn't. Like, Vera would not have anything of value to add to that.
Okay.
Well, she would, but I don't know how that would work. I don't think it'll work how I need it to work. So, she doesn't. She's gonna send a fucking message to Uthiel.
Okay. Roll me a D100.
And watch her word.
Roll me a D100. Actually, you could just roll a D20 because it's still 5%. 5%. Yeah, roll me a D20.
14?
14, you're fine. You're just not hoping for a natural 1 because that's 5% chance it doesn't work.
She's gonna focus on her words. Because she's like thinking, and she's like really like, I need to put a lot in one or two messages. Evergrey found us. We're in the Feywild. We ran. She's coming for you guys. You need to get forces together. How many more words do I get?
You've got 6 more words.
I'm going to say, tell my dad. And then she's just going to say, I love you. And leave it. Drop it.
I love you. Message spell sent. Immediate. Be very careful. I'll tell your dad. I'll get everything set up. Know that I love you. And I'll protect them.
Oh, shit. I think she'll burn another spell because she's dipping into force now.
Sure. Rolly, the stomach pains and the queasiness starts to slowly settle as you're like home in Cleveland City. It's like your second home away from home, but the world is warped. The sky is no longer blue. It's bright colors of pink and green. The clouds themselves are beet red. The ground is like, it's still like dirt, brown, tan, but it's wild to step on. It feels more like solid, like almost someone plastered the rubble and bricks.
Did we die?
No.
Is this heaven?
No.
Yes and no. I rolled another 14 different dice.
14? You're good. You're good.
Then what the hell happened?
I'm gonna add to that she got information from Zima. She knows more than you think. I'm trying to think. We're gonna try and find Davis. Maybe he can help.
You got 3 more words.
Do I know how I get back?
You have to wait 3 days.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say, how do I...
Unless you have a plane shift thing.
I have a word of recall.
I don't think you set it up.
No, I just leave it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It
Does
just
it say you
goes
can
back to the regular thing unless
Does
I
it say you can
reset
travel interplanar? Like,
I'd have to read it.
We'll read it
Let me
later.
do the 3 words again.
you don't have to use it.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think if I can add anything in 3 fucking words. I don't know. I think she's... warn the king.
That's where we're going with this.
Because he's in his back fucking pocket. So better go.
All right. This is to Uthiel, yeah? Mm-hmm. There's a pause of, like, contemplation, like, oh, fuck.
Be like, no, she's on the same fucking plane as you
then-
guys.
Yeah, of course.
Now.
I gotta tell your dad, then I'll tell the king. I'll get through it. You got it. Get home.
I mean, I just told him to like Ziva and then Davis, so I mean, maybe, I don't know.
There's a lot on Uthiel right now.
Yeah, I know. But she knows that's the right person to put it on.
Yeah, it's true. Well, you guys currently stand up, dust yourself off. Really, you gotta maybe use the cleansing stone a little bit.
Yeah, I think I have a lesser restoration if he needs it.
No, he's fine.
He'll shake it off.
He shook it off. It's that initial shock.
Happened
So
to me
the
too.
uncle? The uncle? That's where we're going?
My dad gave it to me to find him. I didn't know he was wrapped in all this until Richard or whoever gave us those names. Until he gave us I can't think of the old dude in the crypt that we met. Oh, Miles.
Yes, Miles.
I didn't know that he was involved. I didn't even know I freaking had well, I knew I had an uncle. I just didn't know what his name was. I never met him. But he's been missing as long as I've been born, and that's like over 150 years. But he fled.
But I mean, going back to like the whole thing with Richard, Miles, and Davis, they all did something to extend life, and then all disappeared in their own ways. Like I'm pretty, and just my brain's broken right now. With everything that just happened, like that just happened. That really just happened.
Wait, I still don't understand something. You're 150 years old.
Yeah.
Damn you old.
Okay, Rolly, keep up.
I've told you that before. It doesn't measure out the same way like in human years. So like for my sake, I'm like 30 in your years, but 150 in elf years.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
I feel like I'm on some weird trip. What is all this?
As you look around at the surrounding areas around you, brick buildings now made of foliage, grass, different colored skies, the ground different. Everything is a warped mirror of chaotic energy and Feywild coloration. You're in the Feywild.
Oh, I forget her hair changes when she goes.
Oh, Vera's hair is turning colors. Just constantly shifting.
I guess, like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, I guess it only happens when we're here. But don't. I mean.
There too long?
No, it's just. I don't know.
Vera, roll me a perception check.
I was like, what the hell is that? 13 plus 8. So.
You hear
Uh-oh.
So you look up towards one of the buildings, the sound coming from, and you see a multicolored mane of a lion.
Well, not this again.
As he currently puts two paws over what looks like to be a foliage mimicry of a building, looks down to you, stands up.
I just kind of gently push people away because that's what we did last time when my dad was here.
Looks towards the south, backs away. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
You're 150?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Congrats, guys. That could have gone a few ways.
Oh, dear Lord.
I've like been not wanting to use my leaf for forever, and it's just like you're like it counts down to 0, and I was like, I don't know who this. Oh fuck, that's who this is. It's the leaf.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Do we have anything planned next week? No, we'll be here next week.
Yeah.
So we'll see the players in an event, in an adventure in the Feywild.
So the
By the
DM
way,
forces your hand.
all you guys are level 13.
Yay!
Yay!
Doesn't mean you get a full rest yet,
I
but you are level 13. So you want to handle that now?
guess.
Vera, would you like to take the average or roll for your HP?
What do I roll?
You wanna
never
roll?
Rolled. Well, I'm just curious.
It's a D8 plus your con modifier.
And the average. Excuse me. The average is 5.
A 5 plus your con modifier.
I'm not feeling lucky after that. I'll take the average, but I
Yours
think
will take the
I have the tough feat too.
So that means you add, there's more to it. Rolly, what would you like to go up in?
Oh, yeah. Do I go up?
Barb or Warlock?
Barb.
All right. Up in
Yeah.
Barbarian. That's a D12 plus your con modifier, or you can take the average, which I will find in just a moment.
I have the link, but I forgot what it is.
My modifier is +3. I would like to roll.
Your con modifier is a +5, isn't it? Oh no, it's a plus. I'm thinking your strength.
I will roll it in chat.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, sadness.
4. So we roll ones. So you get 1 reroll for ones. You rolled a 1. Go ahead and reroll that D12.
And yay! That's better.
Hey, so you have a +3. So you get a 10, a solid 10. All right,
That's better.
roll a 10.
I think
And then Savannah, what would you like to do? Would you like to take the average or roll?
What I roll?
I believe you roll a D8. I could double check in just a second.
I think my hit dice or my HP max should be 120 if I did this right.
Hold on. Yeah, it would be a D8 plus your con modifier, or you could take the average, which is 5 plus your con modifier.
And just take the average.
Okay. Average. Got it. All right. I'll collect your details later, guys, but just needed to know what you were taking. Another level in Rogue, another level in Cleric, I'm assuming.
See.
Got it. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, guys. Hey, by the time you're watching this, Short Rest is about to be out, so check it out on YouTube, and we'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Bye.